And good morning from us here at the PS4 Tournaments Open Series. We are already getting underway here with the EU side for the BB Tag monthly finals here. It's been 3 months in a row at this point, DC. We have been doing it big, left and right. I'm super glad to be back. I hope you are too.
Oh, Abadik, you don't even know. It is almost Halloween here. Get to watch some incredible BB Tag once again. And let me tell you how excited I am for this EU October finals. What is poppin', my dude?
Hey, yeah, I mean, in terms of the EU finals, we've seen a lot of the same people a lot of the time, you know, and I think we're going to be seeing something similar this month. But just to give you guys an idea of that, we're going to go ahead and take a look at a recap video real fast, you know, catch you up to speed on what happened last month and set the stage for what's going on this month. The September European Monthly Finals for BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle saw some of the best players the Open Series has to offer. The day even started out incredibly strong with our 3-peat champion Cax 444 taking down Mad and Cheerful with a 3-0.
Oh my goodness.
You better cross combo to save Igus.
I was scared, dude.
From there, we saw another top competitor, King Rasta, take on Zero Raziel. King Rasta came here to win and took the match with a 3-0 to finish up the round of 16 and to get our quarterfinal contestants, Jaju Kakuja J took down Haterino, also with a 3-0.
Neutral's a little bit different when you have a zoner accosting you full screen.
I'm telling you, Ebonic, BB Tag perfect hit different.
Then the quarterfinals began with Cax 444 taking on Tobes XL, but unfortunately, Tobes was no match as Cax won another match with a 3-0. Now it was time for Ragna player Zzub99 to go up against King Rasta. Could Zzub take down the King a notch or two? No. King Rasta was not messing around and finished with another 3-0. From there, the semifinals came down to some of the best. Cax 444 versus French Whispers, and Jaju Kakuja J versus King Rasta. Would we see Cax and King Rasta finale again? Or would French Whispers or Jaju Kakuja J surprise us? While French Whispers put up an honorable fight and cost Cax their perfect win streak, Cax still won the match 3-1, bumping them up to grand finals.
That was sick. That was so godlike, dude.
Jaju Kakuja J also put massive pressure on King Rasta, getting the match to Game 5, but it just wasn't enough to get Jaju Kakuja J to the finals. The grand finals would see two incredible players go head-to-head, Cax 444 versus King Rasta. Both seemed evenly matched, with each one not losing a set until the semifinals. Cax managed to steal one round, but King Rasta still took the set with a 3-1, making King Rasta the monthly champion of September.
I can't believe it. Oh, there it is.
On the North American side of the September monthly finals, we once again saw some familiar faces and the joys, or should we say drama, of internet connectivity issues in a fighting game competition. The first match was the infamous Master CJ versus Duckator. People were hoping to see Master CJ's famous move, the Master CJ, but Duckator didn't let CJ get a hit in and decided to show off his skill instead, taking the match 3-0.
No. What happened?
Destruction.
What happened? I looked away for a second, bro.
Then we saw Alex8271 take on Bio Night Shadow. Alex8271 gave us an awesome show with an unexpected character choice, Kanji, and ended up winning the match 3-1. From there, Griever012 went up against Marvin Pie, who got to have his pie and eat it too, winning the match 3-0. In the quarterfinals, we started off with Duckator versus Rhyolite777. Both top competitors, however, Duckator impressively fought through lag issues and defeated Rhyolite 3-2 and booked a trip to the semifinals. Next up was Yui versus Razzo Sharp. Razzo clearly meant business as they took the match 3-0. Then, Alex8271 returned to take on Eon Crescent, but this time with another unexpected choice, Blitz Tank. Unfortunately for Alex8271, the Blitz Tank choice did not serve him well and Eon took the match 3-0.
Hey, it's looking very scary. If Blake gets one hit, it's
DP.
exactly what just happened. Oh, the cross off! Eon Crescent! There's no life on that bar, DC!
Oh my gosh!
Razzo Sharp got themselves to the semifinals, but could they take down Duckator? Duckator has shown considerable skill in the Open Series, but Razzo was ready to win, taking down Duckator with a score of 3-1. Now, we would see Razzo and Eon go against each other in grand finals. While both have already proven to be incredibly strong players so far, who would be crowned this month's champion? Even though Eon put up a good fight, Razzo Sharp still took the title of September monthly champion with a score of 3-1.
PlayStation.
And that was our recap for the previous month going on there at the PS4 Tournaments Open Series. Hope that caught you guys up to speed here as we're going to be going into the EU side. Let's talk a little bit about what they're fighting for, though.
Oh, it's time, Robotic, one of my favorite times of day, to talk about these monthly prizes you can win from playing BB Tag from the comfort of your own home. First place, going home with $400, dude. That's more than I make in a week. This dude's gonna be making it in one day here. Second place, taking home $300, and third and fourth, taking home $200 and $100 respectively. It must be nice, man. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, maybe I should start entering these tournaments. I don't know about you, bye.
Yeah, hey, you also get a month or a weekly prize as well if you enter that. But these people here in the bracket, we've seen them go not just through the weekly qualifying events, but through this monthly final event as well. It didn't just start here in this top 8. They had to fight tooth and nail to get here, and we are seeing some consistency from the EU side. A lot of the people you guys saw in that recap are right here, right now, in this double elimination bracket. Look at that. It is double elim this time. It has been single elim almost every other time as soon as we get into top 8, but here we are, DC.
We finally made it, Robotic. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. Of course, like you mentioned, some familiar names. We got Cax444 sitting there on the top of the bracket, as per usual. Not an unfamiliar place for him. Going to be facing Zero Raziel in the first match. Second match, Zabid versus Kishi. And who we got for the next two matches, Robotic?
Yeah, it's going to be Retro Monkey Sage and King Rasta. King Rasta was the previous month's champion, so another person to watch on top of, Cax444. And then directly after that, it's going to be Tsubasa Knights versus Jagju Kakuja J to round out the rest of that top 8 right there.
You did it.
I almost messed it up.
I was really impressed with with you during the recap video. You killed it every single time, man. In any case, Bonic, what do you think? So these guys, they're very consistent. What makes them consistent players? What are they doing to continue to win?
Yeah, so we can check that out here with the keys to victory, as we like to call them. So what they do consistently is they're always trying to keep their character alive, right? Whether that be with cross combo, active switch, running away, something like that. They always want to keep it a 2v2 situation or even a 2v1 in their favor, right? They never want that character down, and that's going to be one of the big differences that you'll see if, their opponent doesn't take the steamroller all over them.
Yep. But even aside from that, you want to keep your partner character alive, but you really want to use your assist often enough so you build your resonance gauge up to hopefully level 4 by the time you eventually get to that point where you are in a 1v2 situation. It's gonna happen, man. You're playing BB Tag. Listen, I don't care how amazing you are, sometimes you just lose a character, okay? So if you find yourself in that 1v2 situation, you definitely want your resonance gauge to level 4 so you're doing a lot of chip damage, you're regaining a lot of HP during your resonance blaze, and that's in a bad situation, that's as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah. So, with that in mind, we've seen the bracket. We've seen what's going on here. Let's get into some predictions. You and I made some predictions just a little bit before this, and mine is a bit of a bold one. But talk about yours real quick.
I gotta be honest with you about it. Okay, we didn't see it happen last month. Unfortunately, Cax couldn't get the 4-peat. It's crazy. 3 months in a row was taken down in the fourth month. But listen, I think in October of 2020, the Cax is back. All right, the shirts are gonna be flowing. He's back, man. He's taking this tournament free and easy. I'm calling it right now.
Hey, yeah, you know, after you lose last month, right? You gotta reclaim that title, right? Reclaim your name. Come on back. You know, you were trying to sell T-shirts last month, right? Like, or 2 months ago, or whatever it was.
Well, we got new shirts now. The Cactus backs, baby. And how about your prediction about it?
My prediction's a little bold. I'm gonna be honest. It's a little difficult. You know, I think we're gonna be saying Jaju Kikucha J correctly the whole broadcast. We're not gonna mess it up. We got this.
Well, listen, to each his own, I guess. I'll try my best, but don't hold it against me if I ruin your prediction.
Hey, you know, maybe I should have said me. Maybe I should have held it to me.
Yeah,
not try to ruin everything.
Oh man, hey. It's gonna be a struggle for sure.
Yeah, so again, guys, just want to point out that this is for the first time here at these PS4 tournaments, monthly finals. It is going to be a double elimination bracket. And throughout the entire time, just to get to this point of a double elimination bracket, they had to fight through their single elimination brackets before, but they also had to fight through weekly qualifiers. Weekly qualifiers that you can enter as well, because if you think that you guys can, you know, take down these people that you're getting ready to watch, you can do so by entering at compete.playstation.com. And, you know, do it from the comfort of your own home, your PlayStation dashboard, from your web browser right now, right? Whatever it may be that you want to use to enter to get in there. Obviously, you can do it on your cell phone too. We got everything. Everything allows you to do stuff on technology these days, man.
Absolutely, and don't get me wrong, man. I love live events. They're great, but nothing beats playing some BB tag from your couch, dude. Just reclining on your lazy boy. Man, it's the best feeling in the world. Speaking of the best feeling in the world, let's see if Cax, the Cax really is back here in this game number 1 that's being set up right now.
Hey, yeah.
I'm
so
excited,
I mean, your prediction could even if Cax were to lose here, right, in this first game, first match, your prediction could still be intact because it is WM, right? Like Zero Raziel could take down Cax first game, first round, whatever, put him to losers bracket, and there's a chance to come all the way back from losers. This is completely different than how it has been from the past few finals, right? You know, normally we had been talking about, hey, it's single elim, so, you know, you really got to dig deep. You got to pull out all the stops from the get-go. You don't really have a choice, right? You don't have a second chance, but there is a second chance here. It's a bit different this time.
Yeah, I think this is going to be interesting because we're going to find out, is Cax the kind of person who wins tournaments because they're single elim, or is it going to be even harder to take him down now that someone's going to have to beat him essentially twice? So I think it's going to be cool. I'm really excited.
Yeah, well, I mean, gonna find that out right now. It is the first round of our top 8. We got Zero Raziel with the Noel Yang versus Cax coming in with the tried and true I guess Elizabeth, Team Persona. Oh, yeah, they use that EX just to be able to get through with the invincibility.
I love this Yang combo with bro. Her assist is so good for extending combos to the corner. I got that Noel overhead, and Burst is gonna get Cax out. Oh, Spring Raid.
Yeah, I like that reversal right there because reversal's one of the only things in the entire game that's air unblockable, right? So it's a really strong anti-air. Noel's especially is pretty good. Oh, gonna invincible through the burst right there, keeping the pressure up, but Aegis is almost down. Catches the confirm? That was like at the very last moment. Super good from Cax.
Yeah, I guess of course they're still bleeding. We're gonna see an active switch. There it is. We're gonna have another active switch. So let's say maybe get Aegis out of there, but it's gonna try and do as much damage as possible. Gonna say double super here, very likely. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that was a ton of damage, and on that same vein, keeping his character alive, right? Aegis staying alive on this whole thing, and Yang's gonna have to find a way out, and does exactly that. Zero Raziel recognizing the exact same situation, right? Gotta keep my character alive. Don't want it to be 2v1.
And once again, Spring Raid gonna be air blockable. Oh, good DP on the assault through. I'm gonna get him out of that situation. Now we see Zero Raziel, both his characters bleeding there. Oh, they're both gonna get caught by the Garudine. Yes, and that's gonna be the end of the match from a single Garudine catching both characters. Wow. The Cax factor. Yeah, this is exactly what I expected, man.
It's pretty hard to find that balance of calling assists, right, and keeping your character alive, because you need to call assists to be able to move around the screen sometimes. They're very helpful in the neutral game to be able to make things happen, but I guess Cax sniffed it out with that Gargadon, like just like you were talking about, and that turned the whole thing, got both characters, finished it off on that one combo, great conversion. I mean, I guess that is the Cax factor, right? Your t-shirts are selling like hotcakes right now. Your predictions are looking pretty okay.
Yes, man, that's a kind of unfortunate way to go out. But again, listen, Zero Raziel has at least 2 more games here in this set, and of course has that losers bracket in worst case scenario. So let's see what happens.
Well, I mean, yeah, definitely gonna need that 3rd game possibly, because Noel's gonna take a ton of damage here. This is all unburstable, and one more mix-up could kill the character if he's able to make it happen, but uses the invincibility.
I love that. Noel player, it's classic Noel players using Chain Revolver, just blast through every hitbox on the screen and save that Yang from certain death.
Yeah, Chain Revolver has been a staple since BlazBlue ever started, right? But Elizabeth is going to go down here to the Yang, right into the Noel. And
so
now it's just that 1v2.
Yeah, I had to use 2 extra bars there just to get that sliver of HP gone from from Liz. But it's worth it, man. Always KO the character when you can.
Yeah, we talked about how the 2v1 situation is one of the scariest in the game, so being able to avoid that is pretty important, or at least make it happen if it's you. Gonna get the wall bounce on the assault through. Unfortunately dropping the combo, but yeah, the pressure is still on from Zero Raziel.
And Noah plays, I'm telling you, man, once we start doing Chain Revolver on your block, it's like, get away from me, please. Instant push block, and now we find ourselves again in a neutral situation. We do see Noel does have a Resonance Blaze, but is not gonna get a chance to use it as Cax once again taking another game.
Yeah, I feel like Zero Raziel would have tried to use that if they had the chance, but yeah, Cax didn't even allow it. Pretty much pulling out every gun in Aegis's arsenal to finish off that character, and now we are 2-0 right now, looking real good for one of the strongest players that we've seen so far in the EU side of the PS4 Tournaments Open Series, right? This Cax has been the person who has almost won every single thing completely undefeated. The only time Cax did not was last month. That was the only time. So
yep. It's going to be a mountain to climb for Zero Raziel, but he's not out of this yet here. You know, if he can channel some of the stuff he was doing in game number 1, I think he can run this one back, but again, it's going to be a lot of ground to cover.
Oh, got crossed up right there. A big drop for Cax, allowing Noel to get out. The Assaulter's gonna hit. This is the kind of thing that exactly Zero Raziel needs, right? Is just that one moment, that one opportunity to get some composure back, knock him down in the corner. He's gonna be able to go through the super. He's gonna be able to do exactly that. Such a good move.
Yeah, bro. Chain Revolver is cheating, man. Sometimes you swear you're about to hit someone and nope, invincibility all the way through.
You know, there's a little bit of counterplay to it, but you have to know, right? You have to be ready to react, and you have to know exactly what to do, and that just was not the case for Cax. But gonna be able to get out. Oh, is that gonna grab? It does.
Gosh, the call
Great
out
reactions.
with the Aegis Air command throw super. Then we got Solo Noel once again. Gonna get DP'd out of that super. Woo!
Gosh, yeah, trying to double command grab super.
Bro. What's the mix up?
Oh, the instant overhead.
I think it's over. I think it's over, Robotic. Unless he drops this combo here.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like it right now. It's just got to be able to execute this last hit, and I think that's gonna do it. Yep. Oh, didn't even get the super.
Man, even Noel in a block of ice to end game number 3. Cax will move on 3-0 over Zero Raziel.
Yeah, I think if we said anything about Cax kind of showed off exactly what we were talking about, right? Pretty much one of the most history players here for the Open Series, just looking incredibly strong throughout the whole thing. Zero Raziel was starting to get better each match up until that last one where it was like, I don't know what to do anymore. it's looking a bit difficult.
I mean, that's the Cax thing, you know. Sometimes he has a rocky game number 1, game number 2 looking more solid. The game number 3 just blasts through his opponent, and it's a struggle, man. You know, you're kind of like that villain, you know, one of Joker's henchmen trying to fight Batman. You know, it's like, don't get me wrong, You're gonna try your hardest because you're working for the Joker, but you're fighting against Batman, dude.
You remember? Do you remember that
Sorry, that was
episode
the
of one of the original series? Of the original animated series, where the henchman walked into the room with Batman? He saw Batman and then he left because he was like, "Nah, I ain't messing with that."
What I'm saying, bro, I'm telling you, you know what blows my mind? If I lived in Gotham, why would you even commit a crime? Why? Go somewhere else and do it, bro. Why Gotham? All right, I'm sorry, that was completely off topic. This Commando super.
Well, I mean, you know that's what Zero Raziel did.
Yeah, essentially, dude. He
that's
tried
what
to do
Zero
a crime
Raziel
in
did.
Batman
You know?
City. Yeah. Oh well. All right.
So
Well,
looking at the bracket right here, it's a, yep.
Yeah, Kex taking it 3-0 over Zero Raziel. And our next match is gonna be Zavid versus Kishi.
Yeah, so Zavid and Kishi, two more names that we've heard here in the Open Series so far. I can't stress enough the consistency that's been happening on the EU side. I think we've seen a lot of the same people throughout the time, right? Like maybe they didn't make top 8 one month, but they were definitely in the weekly qualifiers week after week or something like that, right? Like even if they didn't make a top 8. It's been a lot of repeat people, and it's just so impressive, the consistency. I've got to continually note that, because it's not exactly easy to make consistency happen if everybody's on the same skill level, right? Like, because you're always gunning for each other, you're always trying to take each other out. It can be real difficult.
Yeah, it's really surprising. You know, we've been sitting here 3 months in a row now, and just these names they're so familiar. I feel like I know these guys, like we're best friends, like we're at a live event. I'm just talking, just guys I see very often. But yeah, this top 8, I think, like we talked about it earlier, like 7 out of these 8 players we've seen many times. They're just familiar faces, and you're playing BB tag. The game is already very hard to be consistent in because so much can happen. And of course, you're playing online. That's even it's even harder. So it's crazy. These guys are great players, amazing players.
Yep. Yeah, so we're already getting into the next match. That was pretty quick, actually. I'm really surprised.
Yeah, that was. All right, Zavid
so it's gonna be
versus
Zavid
Kishi.
versus Kishi. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's right. It's gonna be the Hazama Seth. I think we saw this. What was it? 2 months ago, I believe. This particular team, and it was so. Well, I mean. This team could be annoying, to say the least, right? It's it's very slippery, and Seth has a lot of high damage, and both characters obviously having incredible mobility, right?
Yep, of course. You got that Batista assist, or just Batista in general. Really gonna control a lot of the space in the air. It's really hard to deal with area like that, just like that. The assist coming through, picking up that combo, and now we got Hazama in the corner.
Yeah, no, you were 100% on that Batista assessment. This character is pretty anti-Hazama in terms of that assist in particular. It's the exact angle that Hazama wants to be at, and he just can't exude himself.
Yeah, you see him switching out the Hazama again, getting Seth in there. I think it's gonna be hard for both characters. They both kind of like being there. Hazama more so, I think, but at the end of the day, I think Batista is the right pick. And there's the DP. Big damage is gonna come out here. This is unburstable damage.
Oh, this is super bad. He's got so much bar to work with. This could very well be a dead Seth. We're gonna see. It might be a pixel of health left. No, we're gonna go down.
Oh my gosh. One mistake with Seth, and that is the end of his life. We got solo Hazama here, and he's already in a combo. Things are not looking good.
Yeah, this is definitely looking a little bit bleak for Zavid, especially after that reversal action, and that's gonna kill the character off. First game, pretty quick right there for Kishi. I feel like that was really, really well played. Knew exactly where Hazama was gonna be, right? And immediately tried to snipe him out with the laser. Had Ruby on the ground in case that was the avenue of approach. Was able to use the excellent normals of the character, even if the assist from Batista wasn't enough, right? Just covered everything, I think.
Yeah, you could absolutely tell that Kishi was feeling very confident in that match. Like, Everything kind of worked, even from looking at the remaining HP. Both characters sitting at pretty much 90%, only taking a couple hits. You know, calling out those reversal actions pretty free and easy. And Kishi's gonna have to, sorry, Zavid's gonna have to make some big changes to his gameplay to run this one back.
Yeah, I think that's the power of like the active switch and the character switching and stuff like that, right? Is the fact that he was at about 90% health pretty much the whole game, was even when they were able to get the hit, he was able to heal that life back thanks to the active switch and things like that. So Zavid being able to get the hit didn't mean a whole lot, right? Because it was just like, I'm a healthy boy at that point. But
yep.
Game number 2.
Oh, Hazama getting caught by that Batista assist. And the burst getting caught as well. This is already looking kind of bad here. Oh, it's an active switch.
Yeah, messed up the situation right there. I think was trying to go for a guard string off the active switch, but maybe didn't get the move. Still gonna be able to get the pressure right here. Cross combo activated. Yeah, that's gonna finish this character off for sure.
That low Ruby air dash so hard to deal with. And again, Zavid finds himself in a 1v2 situation very early into the game. Oh, delay incoming. What's Ruby do? Ruby, where are you going? Fight's over here.
Oh, you know, Ruby's just trying to make Hazama come to her, right? This is normally Hazama's claim to fame is pissing you off, right? So she's like, nah, I'm gonna piss you off now. Taste your own medicine, son.
Man. I mean, this is somehow looking worse than game number 1 here. You see Ruby has taken no hits at all.
That's going to be able to get the block stun going. Oh, that was a great hit on the Ruby assist right there. So that actually stopped any sort of mix-up from happening.
I love that. You see Kishi just playing it safe, waiting for a hit here. Gets his Batista caught though. Hazama. I don't know, man. Can he do enough damage to even close out? No, the burst is gonna have a burst anyway. Yep.
Yeah, it's not gonna matter. That burst is gonna come out. Ruby's gonna save, and okay, there's a big hit right there. This should be death, I do believe. Oh, big drop. But there it is.
That Ruby slightly harder combo mid screen there, dropping it, but doesn't even matter. He was so far ahead. He could drop 3 or 4 combos in that situation and still be pretty fine. I'm being honest, bro. I'm sorry.
Wanted to pick the combo that was allowing for going into super, right? But because of that drop, didn't really happen. You know, kind of unfortunate, but exactly like you said, could drop the combo 2 or 3 more times. It was good because of how much health. Hazama is not exactly high on damage output by himself. So I think the characters were pretty healthy in that regard.
Yeah, that's hard, man. You know, so some of these characters like Yosuke, Hazama, they're very fast, very slippery, kind of low damage characters. So they're really great with a teammate, with an assist. But once you find yourself in a 1v2, it's like, wow, I just don't have enough damage here to run this one back, you know?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to make this run back happen on the side of Zavid, excuse me. Because down 2-0 right now, I believe. Yeah.
Yep.
It's a hard fight. I know it's a double elimination bracket, but you never want to go in a loser's bracket no matter what.
Yeah, I mean,
low there.
You know, going to loser's bracket round 1, that's so many more matches you have to play. So that's not where you want to be.
Alright, so big hit on Seth already, getting the instant overhead. I think that's maybe what he wanted last game, but was unable to get it. Okay, he's going to be able to block this burst, and that's huge damage on Hazama.
What was that hit stop? Why would he had so much time to react to that burst? That was crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of the power of the Batista assist. It gives you like a cinematic. It just allows you to react to anything.
Did you see that?
Wants to keep this unburstable.
Batista assist, he just threw out the Ruby a buzzsaw just from a super jump height, said, you know what, I guarantee I'll hit you here. That was crazy.
Well, definitely made the right call on that one, as forcing Hazama out. Seth is in right now, gonna have to fight it out, but not a whole lot of life to work with on both the characters. Gonna have to make every correct decision at this point.
Yeah. Oh, getting caught.
Oh.
Ruby in the corner. You have forced to use his burst right there. Keep himself alive a little bit longer, but for how much longer? Nope, Hazama gonna go down. Got solo Seth. Resonance level 4 at least. Can you survive the mix-up though? The answer is no. Wow.
The instant
Kishi.
overhead.
Kishi
3-0.
saying, man, I want to see Cax here in round number 2. That was complete dominance. 3-0, very looking solid every single match. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty reminiscent of the Cax matches as well, right? Like, just the same 3-0, looking all maybe as dominant right there. And that looked incredible. I have to, again, commend the ability to use the Batista assist to cover the wide angles of the corners at the top of the screen, you know, and using Ruby to be able to catch anything else anywhere else on the screen that maybe Batista wasn't able to cover. You were talking about that buzzsaw active switch, right? Was able to just kind of call out exactly what Hazama may have wanted to do. I think that's a perfect call because it just stopped Hazama in his tracks at all times. Got the punish there. There's not a whole lot more to say. Kishi was just on point at all times.
Oh man, though, yeah, the overhead's really blowing them Zavid there. I think from Ruby, he got hit by at least 5. You know, either a low air dash or an instant overhead with Jace. It's hard, man. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't block it either, but you know.
Hey, I haven't been blocking that Ruby overhead since the beginning of the game because that's when she started doing it, at the very start of the game.
Yep. They found what works. They kept doing it, man. Yep. So our next match, of course, is going to be Retro Monkey Sage versus King Rasta, one of my personal favorite players. I love that guy, man. King Rasta. Got to meet him one day.
Yeah, you've been singing King Ross's praises since the very beginning. Retro Monkey Sage, on the other hand, going to be playing Shie, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, is one of the Shie players here in the Open Series, which is quite an explosive character. It's if you can't get away from this character, it's pretty bad. But no, okay, all right, it's a little bit different today. It's gonna be Yu Naoto, which is I don't think I've seen Retro play this in the Open Series yet. At all.
I mean, the first time for everything, I guess. I'm excited to see some Naoto play. From both Naotos, I feel like we never see their characters. So I like this. I like this guy, man. I always thought he was a very fun character watching BlazBlue. And kind of crossed over to BB Tag also.
Yeah, the community is very much aware of both Naoto's strengths. Like, everybody's like, yeah, these characters are very strong, right? But never really playing them. It's kind of like it's weird. It's like a niche sort of pick, I guess. Oh, another overhead right there.
Everybody still thinks Naoto is really hard to play from BlazBlue, man. Impossible execution character.
Yeah, I guess so, but that's not the case. Oh, gonna stop Narukami in his tracks. This could be a dead character. He doesn't have a burst available. He's gonna get the knockdown, call assist, and immediate super cancel to finish it off. Before the burst happens, it's gonna be Naoto by himself.
Yeah, and I was saying this character is very cool and very strong, but I don't know if he can do it by himself. Does have presence level 3 to play with here, but again, you know, with having no assist in the back, wow. If he's gonna call out burst like that, maybe he can do it. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a fairly bad decision on King Ross's part. That burst point is not super strong because Naoto has so much forward momentum, right? If you don't have a diagonal type burst, your burst is just gonna go right past Naoto and he's gonna punch you in the gut.
Yeah, it's a struggle when you have a completely vertical burst and you know, against a character whose combo moves them forward so quickly. So gotta be careful and think about that thing. Wow.
Great reaction by King Ross to recognize, hey, this isn't a real punish. I'm going to be able to get through this and finish you off just for even trying it.
You know, we actually make a pretty good team.
Well,
let's keep this up.
that's a little unfortunate there. You know, it looked like he was very slowly trying to run it back with Naoto, but you know, but that's the name of the game for 1v2. How long can you keep this up? You got to make way less mistakes than your opponent has to. So.
Yeah, and I think that's just one of the traits of a champion, right? Because King Rasta was our previous month's tournament winner over the undefeated Cax. and just come into play just like every other month. You know, like I think riding that wave is pretty important. King Rasta kind of has quite a bit of momentum from that. And another thing is if you don't know how to fight Yosuke, it looks terrible. Okay, got the cross up right there. Oh, big hit. Yeah, forcing the burst.
Yeah, I love this classic Yosuke and Yosuke BMB here. It's so annoying to get hit by Yosuke. I feel like his combos are just, yeah, it's just so long. You get hit by moonsault so many times.
Oh, burst came out. Yeah, I recognize that immediately. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, he must know.
Jesus,
I wonder. Wow, is that? That's crazy. He went 5A super for 10k damage. That's crazy.
You know, the scaling, right? Like if you don't use a lot of attacks, the scaling is in your favor. So I guess King Rasta knew what his optimal punish was there and just immediately went for it. I didn't think personally that would be the optimal punish, but I was dead wrong.
It got me. I'm like, wow, I thought he was gonna do more damage. Look for maybe a cross combo. Nope. 5A super for 10k, and we take those, I guess. That was crazy.
It's almost undroppable, right? Like it's right. Like the most executionally easy combo that does so much damage. That's a really good call in an online tournament. You know, like, hey, if I can do 10k for sneezing at the opponent, I'm probably gonna do it. Like.
All right, well, let's see what happens here in this game at number 3.
It's kind of been the Yosuke show for. Yeah, it's kind of been the Yosuke show for King Rasta at this point. I feel like that's where Retro Monkey Sage has been having the biggest issue, and I think that's one of the reasons why they picked Narukami Naoto, because Naoto has that gigantic anti-air type assist, but it's not large enough to be able to catch at the very top of the screen. Yeah, you see how he's excellently navigating it, just not even a factor almost.
And look at that, coast to coast here. Yosuke really finds himself in the corner. Gonna fight his way out here, catching both characters. Oh no! Force the burst. Nope, calling out that burst with an assist call. I'm back to the corner with you.
Yeah, super good recognition right there from Retro Monkey. He's probably going to want to get Narukami out, but I like King Rasta's aggressiveness. He didn't want to let it happen. Unfortunately, it did, though, and that's great for Monkey Sage, because look at the red life on Narukami. He's going to get so much of that back. Oh, not if you call him like that, though.
Yeah. And that's something we talk about very often. If you got your assist in the back that's bleeding, you gotta hold it there for a little bit. And oh no, not like this. He has one chance at life again. How long can he block this mix-up?
Yeah, one opportunity right now. The chip damage is going to be prevalent, but that resonance is finally gone. All of that life that regained, it can no longer be regained, and it's going to have to be able to catch Yosuke. Yeah, there's those moonsaults. Your favorite move, DC, going to finish it off right there.
I love it, dude. It's great. I love when you're fine, you're blocking, all of a sudden someone's behind you in the blink of an eye.
So you should.
And God forbid you block that cross up. You're getting crossed up again, man. So bless Yosuke players, really.
The worst part too is like if you block the moonsault cross up, he has the assist, right? So you can just make the assist sandwich happen, and then can like moonsault active switch so it's the same side or anything like that. And you're just like, I don't know what side this is gonna be on at all. I'm just completely destroyed by this.
You know what I do is just don't play against Yosuke players personally. I mean, I just move on, dude. To see him in the lobby, I'll fight someone else.
Yo, good games, but we didn't play. Nah, good games.
Yeah, good games. Yep. And it is. That's that. This 10k combo from what, 3 inputs total.
He did 5A like you said, and then just super into DHC. That was it. There was nothing else there. That was somehow the optimal combo.
Yeah, that's pretty chill, man. You get to rely. Like honestly, you spend more time watching the cinematic of the super than you do putting in input. So that's pretty chill. Get to recline, like I said, on your lazy boy and watch the 10k damage happen.
on. So that's going to move King Rasta on. We've almost got that top half of the bracket rounded out. But up next, we're going to have Tsubasa Knight versus Jaju Kakuja J to be able to figure out what's going on in both winners and losers bracket with the double elimination happening.
And Jaju Kakuja J coming here every single month to just tongue tie us and make our jobs just a little bit harder here, but you know, it's worth it for his gameplay. It's worth it. I accept it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. His opponent's Tsubasa Knight. Is that a familiar name? I feel like it sounds familiar, but I could be wrong. Do you remember this player?
I think this is our one new person to the top 8 in the Open Series, but if I remember correctly, Tsubasa Knight has been in each of the weekly qualifiers. I could be wrong about that. I'd have to give it a double check. But the point being is their appearance here in the top 8 is our monkey wrench, if you will, right? Like, this is the one difference. This is the name that we haven't really heard too much. So we're going to see what they can do.
We're going to see Carmine V13 or New 13 for you new BlazBlue players out there. Ready to get a happy birthday here, so I don't really know. I mean, not off to a good start, I'll be honest with you, Bonnie.
Oh, yeah, definitely not off to a good start. Is even getting hit directly after that second combo.
Oh my gosh.
Gonna help out. You know, I know Carmine literally bleeds his life away, but he is definitely bleeding life away right now. Good lord.
Yeah. Alright, well, finally getting something started here. Gonna force it into the corner, but no, it's gonna burst. Oh, catching, calling out that burst. Alright. Tsubasa Knight just needed a little bit of time to get things going. That's fine.
Yeah, you know, New's not the highest average damage character, but with Carmine in the back on top of that, you know, that can change. Yeah, the New can start doing a lot more damage thanks to this team composition. I think I'm starting to see the ideas here. Unfortunately, however.
Yeah, it's not gonna matter here. Now we got solo Carmine. And I think solo Carmine's scary, man. You do a lot of damage, but you also do a lot of damage to yourself. So depending on how much red life you got remaining, the game could be over.
Yeah, and that's kind of what Carmine ended up doing at the very beginning of the match, was having trouble versus the Yuzuria, and then when they were able to get away from Yuzuria, still was kind of using up their life, right? Even, you know, as the assist, throwing the blood pools, throwing the big old pinwheels and stuff like that, using their life up, and that makes it so that if you're not gaining that life back, it's all just sitting there at the low. And one hit could change the tide of battle, and that's exactly what Jaju Kakuja J did, was like, okay, now if I never give you a chance to get that life back, it's as if you had a low health character at all times anyway.
Yeah. You know, I'm going to give Tsubasa the benefit of the doubt here and say he had a really bad start in the first, like, 10 seconds. Let's see what he can do if he doesn't get happy birthday immediately starting the match, you know? It could be way different.
Yeah, most definitely. It can be really annoying to fight Yuzuria Hilda for sure. It's two characters that just exude in the long range game. Yuzuria doing pretty strong damage. Gonna get the hit here, drop the combo, unfortunate, but New 13 there to save.
Yeah, I mean, when you get a hit like that, you really can't be dropping it. You know the burst is gonna be coming. You gotta be, make sure your execution's on point and ready for the burst, and that is the end of Carmine?
It's gonna be alive.
No,
yeah.
no. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong meter,
Oh,
but
no.
It doesn't matter as the assist cross-up takes him out anyway.
Yeah, that's a really unfortunate way to go. You know, was trying to attack the throw that never came, because last round, Jaju Kakuja J actually went for throw active switch, and I think it was that exact situation, right? So was probably just thinking, okay, you went for throw last time, so I should probably tech here to save Carmine.
Oh man, B13 doing her best, trying as hard as she can to get a hit in there, but not even able to get a single attack out. As wow, Jaju Kakuja J once again going up 2-0. This man, no stranger to you know, some of the early rounds of the bracket, just putting in work here. Tsubasa, and we got a lot of ground to cover. I'll be honest with you, my dude.
Yeah, Jaju Kakuja J has been in just about every top 8 that you and I have had the pleasure of commentating, I do believe. So absolutely no stranger, right? Pretty much in every weekly qualifier that I know of. If someone has the time based experience, it's definitely Jaju Kakuja J, because they're just playing this game nonstop from what I can tell.
All right, well, game number 3. Tsubasa, you've had 2 games to warm up here. Now it's your time. Bring it back.
Oh, an immediate catch on the burst as well. Instant overhead. We talked about that a lot last month, I do believe.
No.
They see how this zoner has an instant overhead.
Yeah, I mean, she needs it. You know, she desperately needs it. All right, we got some Carmine combos. Big damage, a little drop here, but a blue combo doesn't matter if they don't take it. Okay.
Absolutely, yeah. You still get the damage. Gonna hit both characters, but no conversion off of it. Oh, there is the trap. It actually hit. Burst comes out. Hilda doesn't get punished either. Oh, super unfortunate.
Oh, what a dirty cross-up is gonna take out Carmine. No, the burst is gonna come just in time, but I think he's gonna lose his V13 anyway here. Oh, went for the super hard mode. I don't blame Yuzu players for dropping combos online. It's okay, I forgive you. I understand. I played her online too, dude. It's hard. They're hard offline, you know? So
as someone who currently plays Yuzu online, it can be the struggle. Like, real talk. It's sometimes just, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, I remember those days, man. I said, you know what, bro? Listen, I love you, Yuzu, but I'll keep you offline. I'm gonna find some online players. We see Jaju Kakuja J taking the 3-0 over Tsubasa Knight, and this happy birthday was the beginning of the snowball, and it never stopped from here.
Yes, and you know, capitalizing off it beautifully. You know, V13 may have fallen out, but he used that to recognize, like, okay, I don't need to spend my resources on this, and I can kind of just take the snowball and run away with it. Was able to get the throw. There's that throw situation that sets up for the very next game, right? It killed New 13 this time, and then the very next game pretended that they were going to do it versus Carmine. Didn't end up doing that, and that kind of caught them off guard.
Oh man, just trying to press a button in the middle of that drop combo. That's the worst. You know, he might have been even trying to attack during that combo, but getting caught counter hit and Carmine getting crossed up here, so dirty. Oh yeah, V13 coming in just to get punished even harder, and man, that's really unfortunate. He tried his hardest to bring that burst out. But all right,
that's one of the worst bursts in the game.
Yeah, it is, absolutely, for sure. And that's the end of the first half. I'm sorry, the first 4 matches of our top 8 here. I'm sorry, I'm so used to seeing the single limb bracket. I'm like, what's going on here?
Right?
But no, we got double limb. We're back. We're real now.
Yeah, and we even have matches done in that losers bracket already. Zavid taking out Zero Raziel. So unfortunately, Zero Raziel is going to be the first victim of the double elimination bracket as Zavid moves on. Some of these losers matches are going to happen off stream in the interest of time, obviously, guys. So I'm sorry we can't watch every single match, but hey, no matter what, we're going to see some of the best ones for sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think once we get deeper into the bracket, we'll start showing just about every match. I think once we get to top 4, obviously we're going to see everything from top 4 on. So I'm excited, but either way, we're going to see some really great BB tag here. We already have, you know, the first 4 matches, all 3 O's though with Bionic. What's going on there?
It's you know, the better player wins is what I will say on that one. I mean, yeah, like, checking those matches, if you take a look at it, it's very clear the level of control and the strength of those players. So I understand why it would be 3-0 across the board at the very beginning. But you know, if you guys want to take a look and enter in these events, maybe you don't want to get 3-0'd, maybe you want to finally start checking out these double elimination brackets, you can check out compete.playstation.com to start in these weekly qualifiers coming into these monthly finals that you guys are watching right now on either Twitch or YouTube. And you can join us here too.
Yep. We could be commentating your match next month. Who knows? I mean, you're going to have to get through Kex first, I'll be honest with you, but I believe in you. Right? I'm looking at you, you know? Anyway, guys, we'll be back after a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more BB Tag action in just a sec.
So many world-famous players, they started online.
We are good to go for our first match of the stream.
We're here for FIFA 20 action.
Who's going to be the overall grand final victor, the next PlayStation FIFA superstar.
I think the level of play that we're currently looking at, and it's fantastic. No one leaves today empty-handed.
PlayStation
And we are back with the PS4 Tournament's Open Series BB Tag EU Monthly October Finals. It's your boy DC, once again joined by Ebonic Plague, and we just saw some incredible matches in the first four of our top 8. Ebonic, what do we have to what's coming up next, man?
Yeah, so we talked about how this is crazy because this is our first BB Tag bracket with double elimination here at the Open Series.
We made
so what's
it.
Coming up next is going to be, I believe it's going to be more winners matches, and some of these losers are going to be off stream. But these are going to be some of the craziest winners matches that we can have, because if you check out the bracket, all of these are 3-0s, right? On the winner side, and even that one losers match, right? So at this point, we're starting to narrow it down to the nitty gritty. We're getting the best versus the best, and there is no stopping this train now. As up next, we're going to have Cax 444 versus Kishi. That's your boy, right?
Yeah, right. Well, so what do you think about it? It's really going to be who in the winner's side is going to lose their first match. You know, no one on the winner's side has lost a single match yet, a single game in a set. So I don't know. Someone's maybe it'll be another 3-0. Who knows? I'm excited.
It's hard to say with this match in particular because of the matches we watched, right? So Cax and Kishi both showed a level of control and skill that I believe to be pretty much at the top of the mountain that we have in the Open Series, right? Those matches were incredibly strong, but the chat believes Kishi is going to take it by 67%.
Wow. You guys are very optimistic. I totally respect that, but just going off past results and just like personal knowledge, I'm gonna have to disagree just a little bit. Don't get me wrong, totally respect Kishi. He took a 3-0 in his first match, looking very clean. But Cax is done. He's done a 3-peat. He got second place last month, and it's October, man. The Cax is back.
Yeah, second place last month. The actual only time he's lost. You know what that means, right? Those months were all single elim.
Yes,
he
indeed.
hasn't lost a game, or a set until last month. Not a single set until last month.
And it was the last set in the tournament. So that's a lot. You know, it's very consistent. And I don't know. I think Kishi has an uphill battle, but the way we saw him play in his first game could happen. But it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, the way we saw the last match from Kishi was just, I feel like there was a level of knowledge versus character there that we haven't yet seen on the EU side, right? Because I felt like the way he was specifically playing versus his opponent, versus Zavid, was tailor-made to just fight that character, right? Fight Hazuma, fight Seth, because completely controlling the sky of where Hazuma loves to be all the time, right? And making it so that character couldn't exist. I wonder how that's going to come into play versus Aegis, because she actually loves being in the air as well. She's forced to be in the air through her dash.
I mean, yeah, let's see. Maybe Cax got to adjust and play a little bit lower to the ground here. He's honestly just a very aggressive player, so I want to see if Kishi's even going to get the chance to, get that assist set up, get some space to call the Batista assist to some busts out in there. We'll see. Game number 1, let's do it.
And so coming into it, first game already with the Ruby assist, got a sandwich going, but expertly navigates out of it, was able to get away, is going to get the hit on Batista, but thanks to Batista's projectile, was able to get out.
All right, dropping that Batista combo, and now we see Batista getting combo in the corner. No Meteor to burst out just yet. It's going to be some good damage here before the burst comes. I don't think we're going to see a burst at all, man. Yeah, no point in.
Yeah, 7K might be a lot, but it's not enough to make it squirm, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But this might be where you squirm, because they're gonna have 4 bars. This character should be dead and gone.
Yeah, nothing you can do about this. The bird got no burst meter, goes immediately into super because he doesn't want the burst meter to rise at all. And then we got Solo Ruby, Resonance level 1, Resonance level 2, full HP for now.
Into a 50-50 double time. Gonna be able to get the knockdown here. And another sandwich.
Oh my gosh. The cross
mix-up potential.
That was gross, dude. You see the Aegis, it blocks the Aegis into overhead, but doesn't block the cross up Aegis into overhead. I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all, man.
Well, Liz is kind of bleeding life right now. She's only got one shot to be able to get out, and oh my god, avoiding the reversal action. Garudine should be able to finish this character off, no problem. Cax, no health on that Liz, but still making it happen.
How did Liz survive that combo, dude? It looked like before she got hit by the buzzsaw, she was at pixel health, and the buzzsaw just did no damage. So truly cheating death there, it seems. But yeah, that was a great match. Kishi tried to run it back with Solar Ruby and came pretty close to killing that Liz, but not quite.
Yeah. Hey, Thanatos is her persona, so you know she can cheat death, right?
That's
like,
true. Yep.
able to get out of it. But yeah, no, it was that had to have been a heartbreaker for them, because with Kishi taking out that character, it would have been a 1v1 situation. And for all the strength Aegis has, I personally do believe Ruby to be one of the strongest characters by herself, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I feel like a comeback potential in that sort of situation would have been absolutely possible.
Double instant overhead. Oh, unfortunately, crossing himself up, tries to DP in panic mode. Gets punished, but could have been a lot worse. What's going on? What? Full screen? Oh, both players. There's a lot of spaghetti going on in this match, it seems.
Yeah, so that full screen super is something we've seen Cax do a lot in the previous month. What they do is they full screen super plus Elizabeth Laser, and it makes it completely safe on block, whereas it would normally be, you know, punishable, obviously, right? Oh, big bait here, however. Should be able to kill the Ruby off and possibly... Yeah, that high damage output from Aegis.
Classic Aegis for some reason. You know, one of those quick characters I was talking about, like Yosuke, but also has incredible damage.
Yeah, it happened during the, I believe it was the 2.0 patch where she got this amount of damage, because they made it so that her bullets, if the bullets hit by themselves, they all do unscaled damage.
Yeah. Totally makes sense.
Oh, big jump over the persona, and because it's in resonance, this is unburstable. This character's gonna go down.
Yes, indeed. Still has the Aegis to worry about, though, and has some meter to work with also. Aegis resonance level 3. Is he gonna pop it immediately? Yes. Oh, I like that cute little instant over low JC trying to catch Cax slipping, but doesn't quite work.
Yeah, was able to avoid it. Does the Cax combo right there.
Oh, the
This is
Cax
gonna finish it
combo.
off.
Take him to the corner, and Cax goes up 2 games to 0. JC super.
You know, when you have all your Orgia bar, you can cancel that JC into the air dash, and then cancel that air dash back into the JC. Cax using that to great effectiveness, using as much of the damage as he can squeeze into these combos to make sure finishing off. I didn't think we'd see the combo so soon.
Yeah, I thought you might save it for grand finals again, but he's pulling out all the stops, it seems, in round number 2.
No. Well, like you said, it's 2-0 already. This is definitely not going the way of the poll, right? The chat was like, all right, 67%.
I told you guys. I told you guys. You gotta, the Cax is back, man. I'm sorry. Kishi, not out of this just yet, but needs to win 3 games in a row here to run this one back.
Oh, dropping the Gatling gun, yeah, but Batista's actually a character who doesn't have to worry about that type of zoning. Cax is probably very used to that being almost an invaluable option, right? But not versus Batista.
More characters there. Man, a lot going on the screen right now. Both players trying to feel each other out here.
Yeah, they're trying to find the best way possible to get in. Gets the hit right there, immediately going into super so that it remains unburstable and has the bar to finish it off. Does exactly that.
All right, Cax finally down in the 1v2 situation here. Let's see how he handles it. Kishi sitting on a lot of HP for both his characters too.
Oh, it's going to be able to catch the reversal action. Oh, not going to be able to kill. Okay, my charge.
Oh my gosh. Kishi, not like this. You can't be dropping those combos, man.
Yeah, I don't know if Cax is going to allow for that to have been a good thing. Oh, recognize that it was a reset.
Bro. I'm telling you, if you're up, there's no reason not to mash super during your opponent's combo. What's the worst that could happen?
They block it and kill you?
Yeah, I mean, you're up a character. Kishi realized, hey, you know what? This is fake. Here comes my super. taking it 2-1. I mean, I'm sorry, moving up. You know, taking the game here finally. It's gonna be our first non-3-0 of the entire tournament so far. Wow.
Yeah, this is that's our first one, and something's telling me it's not going to be our last match that does not go 3-0. I think as you know, as we continue moving on through this, it's going to get closer and closer. And that match looked really good for Kishi in regards to exactly how he was able to stop the offense. He immediately killed Igus, recognized the problem, and immediately got rid of her.
Yep. Well, can he win 2 more games in a row, though? Possible. Difficult, but possible. Let's see what happens here. Game number 4. Let's do it.
Hey, if it's anything like last match, I definitely believe. Yeah, you're going to see a lot of these assist calls into active switch right here to make something happen. The players do not want to approach the opponent unless it's heavily in their favor. Not just a little bit, heavily.
Oh, man. You got to take this 8.3. Can't even burst that because it's... Oh, no! Burst the block string, gets baited here. Big damage coming out of Batista. Doesn't have any meter, though. Good block on the empty jump low.
Yeah, got a lot of damage on both Batista and Ruby, but they're still living, and any amount of health is enough to possibly make a comeback right here. He's going to be able to get it. Both characters thanks to Batista laser.
Yes, indeed. You know, that's what you're talking about. Kex likes to do the full spin super into the Liz laser, but he just calls it out with Batista laser back. So many lasers, bro. Why does everybody got a laser?
Hey, you know, something's telling me lasers might be strong in this game. I don't know what it is,
right?
Though. Do you count the bullet from Ruby as a laser?
It's a laser, dude. It's a laser. Bullet lasers.
Ooh, he got
no, he wasn't confident. Is he gonna pick this one up? Super's gonna miss. Yeah, what's going on here? I'm surprised he didn't go for Aga's Gatling gun. I feel like I could have punished.
Yeah, maybe. I guess maybe it was hoping for a better punish. You know, wanted the big damage, but Cax's Aegis is gonna go down. Oh, DP whiff, but yeah, that DP has a very little recovery.
Okay, ooh, catching the Ruby. All right, that was a little straight.
He hit both Batista and Ruby from full screen, and they were on different parts of the screen?
Yes, indeed. That's the power of Liz. Put him in the coffin. Now we got a 1v1. Liz versus Batista here. Resonance level 4. Oh, just try to call him out.
No punish, but at least Batista's still alive with that level 4 resonance. Trying to find a time to activate it that's nice and safe. This is a perfect moment.
Yep. Oh my god. Not able to finish the combo for full screen. Now we see Batista grabbing a lot of HP back here, and a laser will close out game number 4 and send us to game number 5. Kishi running it back.
My heart already. We saw some insane stuff right there. First, Cax was able to fight 2 characters 2v1 from different parts of the screen. Thanatos was over in the full screen over here attacking Batista. Ruby was over here, and Liz was like, I'll take care of that side. Didn't worry about it.
That's truly the power of Persona, man. I'm telling you. Go ahead.
Even then, Kishi wasn't phased by that point, right? Was able to keep the composure. Ruby, you know, took a dive, but Kishi was like, okay, I just need the perfect time to activate my resonance, and then I need to get it back, and we'll be good. We'll be good. And that's exactly what happened. Recognized the perfect way to approach the situation and executed beautifully. We're 2-2.
We are 2-2, and I don't know, maybe the chat was right with that 67%. Saying Kishi's gonna take it, but still has to win one more game here. This is anybody's set. Cax, I'm sure, learned from last match. Game number 5. Let's do it.
Yeah, the chat trying to make me eat my words on the Cax pick, but already a great start here from Cax. Is able to take the burst. Got a lot of partner meter to work with. Gonna get the throw combo as well. Ruby's gonna be bleeding. Needs a hospital immediately.
Yep. What's the mix up here? Gonna burst. Active switch and gets the punish.
That's probably the best case scenario for Kishi, even though Batista got hit, because at least Ruby's alive.
Yeah, Ruby's alive, but now you got both your characters really hurting here.
Okay. Able to get out at least. Cross combo activated. Yeah. You're
Oh my gosh. I guess doing her best to do a buzzsaw to the ground there.
Oh yeah, he was trying to take his burst on that one, but a little bit too hard bait. Oh, the cross combo's gonna be negated by that Batista laser.
Yep, that's best case scenario. Loses all that meter for cross comboing. But now we got Batista stuck in the corner again. Doesn't block the overhead, but no counter hit burst is gonna get him out of there. We got Batista bleeding. Ruby trying her best to waste as much time, get some Batista HP in the back.
Doing a beautiful job of that so far. Taking away the Gargadine option, but oh, there it is, the laser again.
Yep, has the meter too. It doesn't even need to use it here. No, instant cross up as soon as he comes down. No chance to pop the resonance burst, and that is the end of game number 5. In the blink of the eye, Cax moves on over Kishi.
I feel like that's a lot of Cax's game 5s in the open series, right? Like it's like, oh my god, someone's gonna do it. Someone's gonna take down Cax, right? And then they get to game 5, and then Cax is like, all right, the weights are off, the training weights are out of my clothes, the sandbag is no longer here, and just completely destroys game 5 almost every single time.
Yeah, man, Cax, you know, it's obvious he's a very passionate competitor, man. He does not. Game number 5 is when he powers up, like you mentioned. He learns a lot from every match he loses, and that's why we see him in finals so often.
Yeah, definitely. Normally game 5 is where somebody, the anxiety sets in for somebody, right? Mm-hmm. Like they start going like, okay, pressure's on, you know, I'm scared. But Cax is just one of those competitors where the composure hits and you're good to go.
Alrighty, ooh. Oh,
there it is, the Cax combo.
I'll never get tired of seeing that, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're gonna see it again. I just have a feeling. But you know, with that in mind, with everything that happened this match, it was still 3-2. Kishi was absolutely holding their own, and I know chat had all of the backing, 67% of you. Backing Kishi on this one, and because this is maybe the best month to lose to Cax, because it is a double elimination bracket. True, Kishi could have that chance one more time a little bit later.
Just 1 month prior, Kishi would be going home, man, or I guess staying home, continuing to be at home. I don't know, whatever. He'd be out of the tournament is what I'm saying.
Yeah, going from the desk or the couch wherever you play to your bed, right? Like you're just like gonna cry in the pillow.
All right, man. We see Cax in there in winners finals, and he will see either King Rasa or Jaju Kujaje.
Let's go. You're keeping up your end of the bargain. You said you were worried about it, but you're looking good on it.
I'm trying to avoid saying it as much as possible, but I don't want to ruin your prediction. I don't want to be that guy. Okay. So.
I got faith in you. I got faith in you, son.
I'm trying. But this should be an exciting match. King Rasa, another. Both players, I should say, players we've seen very often in these top 8 brackets, monthly finals. And the amount of experience they have, maybe it's going to be enough to take out Cax.
Yeah, so in particular, this matchup specifically is the other 2 people that Cax always has to gun for the top spot against. It was either King Rasta or it was Jaju Kukuja. But only King Rasta has taken Cax down. Whereas Jaju Kukuja has not, and the chat is a little skewed, but in favor of King Rasta at 54% right now.
I'm slightly in favor. I respect that. You know, like King Rasta, like you mentioned, has done it before, but now he's gonna have to do it at least 2 times if he wants to win this event. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but listen, I've seen Cax. I've seen some things. Okay, my man is back with a vengeance. So. But we got this match to worry about. He's got to beat Jaju Kukuja in order to see Cax. See what happens here.
So, how is this gonna go? We saw that Yuzuriya really catching happy birthdays and things like that, but I think King Rasa recognized that. That's why the backdash happened at round start. He's gonna set it up. Oh my god!
Moonsault in the corner here. Gonna push him out the corner. That's all right, bursting a little late in the combo there, but that's fine.
Yeah, so the last time these 2 fought, I believe it was last month, where Jaju Kukuja was using that Hilda 4P, the big old stop sign, to stop Yosuke movement. Because anybody who has the ability to stop that Yosuke movement at the top of the screen is usually pretty strong versus him, right? Oh no.
Oh, that's really unfortunate, is it? Yeah. Oh no, doesn't even need a DHC to get to with the first super here.
Good lord!
Yeah. Man, King Rasa is really putting the pressure on here with Yosuke. I feel like Yosuke already the MVP of this game number 1.
I think Yosuke's probably been the MVP of each game for King Rasta. Not just talking about this this tournament in particular, but the other Open Series as well. Yosuke has just been the hardest factor for being able to stop King Rasta's offense.
Yep. Kind of hit. Oh, gets caught low after cross combo mix up. That should be the end of Hilda, and King Rasta taking game number 1. Looking very solid here. Yosuke, I'm telling you, man, that was all Yosuke with the cameo set in the back.
Yeah, that was definitely Yosuke's first EP, and then Hyde just happened to be on the feature, right?
Yeah, like, I'm saying, dude. That's crazy, man, and that's kind of what I expected coming out from King Rasta, you know, the premier Yosuke player really putting in work and not letting Hilda breathe. If you don't let Hilda breathe, she can't zone you. That's what Yosuke did.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that Hilda 4P being able to negate that and make it so that is a non-factor for King Rasta is probably the biggest deal. Because if you can still somehow run your game plan despite the clear move that's supposed to counter Yosuke not being there, if it's not working, I think that's a big deal. Wow, 9.6 at round start.
Oh no! All right. Yeah, he's doing his best to do as much damage to Yosuke as possible. Does not want to have to deal with that.
That Hilda 4P, such a strong assist. So much block stun, so much active switch time. I feel like there's nothing bad I can say about it other than, I guess it starts up kind of slow.
Yeah, that's I suppose the con, I guess.
Exactly, right? It's kind of a pro at the same time, because if it starts up slow, you can make more mix up off of it if you think about it.
Oh, Hilda getting caught low. The burst, I'm sure it's coming burst, and there it is, calling out the burst, but has to save Hilda from taking more damage.
Now, luckily, Yuzuri is a bit healthy, and Yosuke doesn't do huge damage on, I would say, average, but we've seen King Rasta do it in other moments, right?
It goes for DHC, wants to get that active switch recovery HP in the back.
Oh my god,
Oh my gosh! Listen, you couldn't block it because you broke the laws of physics. You can't just jump 4 times without touching the ground, dude.
I didn't know Hyde was the only character in the game with 6 jumps. You know,
Yeah,
Lene has 3 jumps, but Hyde apparently has 6.
My dude looking like Kirby out here, bro. I'm telling you, just jumping. I'd be mad. Every time you expect him to hit the ground, he just jumps again.
I think that was super smart. He didn't get the W on that game. Jaju Kikuchi still made it happen regardless of that, but he didn't get hit after landing, which would have normally happened, and he got the hit afterwards.
That was pretty insane. I'd be, bro. Just watching that, I got mixed up trying to commentate it. I'm like, where is he gonna hit the ground, dude? All right, 1-1 for both our players here. Let's see what happens in game number 3.
Yeah, the difference of that match, I definitely think, was the Hilda 4P. That time, Hilda 4P put in a ton of work, and I think that's exactly what we were talking about previously, was if that Hilda 4P is allowed to rock, I don't know what King Rasta is going to do. But if it is not allowed, then King Rasta should be completely fine.
Oh, getting caught full screen, man. Bro, after the user combo, just be ready for it. Just let it rock. You know they're gonna press the button.
Yeah, she can meet you from full screen. She doesn't care where she is on the screen.
User stance. Oh, nope. Projectiles do not work on that.
Yeah, and it even makes physical attacks stop working because while she's dodging the projectile, she's fully invincible. So you can't dodge physical attacks by themselves, but you can if somebody puts a projectile there.
Holistic combos. Take him to the corner here. Good damage as well.
Yeah, you know, if you think about it, Hyde is actually in the life lead. Well, that's going to change here, but...
Yeah, I mean, it was looking good, but, you know, Hilda getting down that corner, getting that... Ooh, calling out? I respect it. I respect the attempt. Did he get a super crossed up, maybe?
No, I think he meant to do that one because it hits on both sides, unlike the other super.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it was not far enough to the side, and that's going to be a hit, and this should be death if he just goes for the easy stuff. Yeah, and does exactly that.
Yuzu reversal action, air unblockable. It's cheating, dude. She's not even there anymore. You know, she jumps, the slashes come out, the hitbox is huge, and you just can't block it. That's unfortunate.
It's a long-lasting reversal action. It's maybe the longest-lasting one in terms of active time, right? Like where it can actually hit you. It might be the longest-lasting one because, like you were saying, she's not there anymore, and yet you're still being hit.
That's hard, man. It's hard. But again, yeah. What do you think? I don't know. What do you think King Rasta needs to do here?
I think using the hide assist to be able to snipe out Hilda is kind of the biggest factor, right? Because if you can snipe out the Hilda assist before it happens, or if apparently you can just jump over and get the happy birthday.
That's what he needs. That's what everybody needs to win a match, let's be real. The strategy of the worst for anyone. Hit both characters.
This is BB tag, so you know sometimes you just lose a match, right? Like you just get both your characters dead and die. Like that's just it.
It's not completely over. You know, he didn't take that much damage, all things considered, on both characters there. Now he's doing a nice 5k on Yosuke. What's the mix-up?
Yeah, we mentioned that a bit earlier, that Yosuke doesn't exactly have the highest damage output on average. He may have the ability to do good damage, but he's got to get very specific hits.
Alright, both play. Oh, not even no button, just jumping, coming out from both players. Waiting for the other player to press the button there, and alright, good block on that user media, like you mentioned. You gotta wait for it, bro.
Yeah, but unfortunately not blocking everything right now as they're gonna get their burst taken. And both characters, he's switching between them a lot, so they're getting health back, but it's not gonna matter once you get to a certain amount of health.
Oh my gosh, not fast enough to beat that B slash. See, wow, Yosuke just go crazy, dude. Just throw down hitboxes. He will not let this Hilda get away, dude.
But somehow, some way, she continues to find ways to leave, and she's got the hit right here on high. Cross raid's gonna come out, and this is great because not only did it do a ton of damage because it was cross raid, but when you cross raid, it gives you the active switch bump. Oh no!
I respect that. The cross up was too crazy. He had the DP, dude. It didn't work out, but I mean, Yuzu just teleporting around you. Got the Hilda assist coming out. You know what? I'm just gonna press reversal action and pray.
Pray to your favorite deity as Yuzu teleports around you. Unfortunately for that slight amount in the chat, however, the prayers was not enough, and Jaju Kikuja Day is going to take it over last month's champion this time.
Yeah, man. See, I can't trust the chat, man. I love you guys, but yeah, you know, you guys are 0 for 2 now. What's going on?
Calling him out. So King Rasta was putting up a hefty fight in that first game. I feel like that first game was all King Rasta, right? There was no question about the strength. But then slowly, Jaju Kikuja J was kind of figuring out exactly what needs to be done. And again, the fact that both of these characters, both Hilda and Yuzuria, just put up that stop sign for where Yosuke would normally be the strongest. I feel like that puts a wrench in King Rasta's game plan, and that put a wrench in a lot of the things they did throughout the whole set as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, this is it, bro. You're gonna look back on that and realize, damn, there was no way I could have blocked that. I was gonna get hit no matter what. It'd be like that sometimes, though.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if it's not the teleport that kills you, it's gonna be the mix-up after the teleport, so...
Yeah. I don't blame you, man. It happens to the best of us. And now we see our winners final is going to be Cax versus Jaju Kikuja J. And like you mentioned, both Jaju and King Rasta are players who have been vying to take the top spot from Cax. King Rasta did it last month. Do you think Jaju can do it this month?
I mean, with the way they played versus King Rasta, I definitely wouldn't put it past him. But Cax looking in Cax form. You know, you're talking about the Cax being backs. I'm in the middle of believing it. I'm honestly looking at Cax personally to be able to take this. I'm a big fan of Jaju Kikuchi J, but Cax is looking so strong.
Yeah, man, it could go either way, guys. But you're gonna have to wait just a little bit longer to find out what happens. We're gonna be taking another quick break, but do not go anywhere. We'll be right back with more BB Tag action in just a sec.
So many world famous players, they started online. We are good to go for our first match of the stream.
We're here for FIFA 20 action. Who's going to be the overall grand final victor? The next PlayStation FIFA superstar.
I think the level of play that we're currently looking at, and it's fantastic. No one leaves today empty-handed.
PlayStation
And we are back with the PS4 Tournaments Open Series for the EU side of BB Tag. We've already gone through some of the people who had won last month, going down to losers bracket. We are in the slobber knocker of everything going on. I am joined by the wonderful DC. Can you tell me a little bit about what's happened?
Well, Ebonic, I'm gonna be honest with you. We've seen some good, amazing BB Tag. As per usual, let's be real, it happens every month, and I'm always excited to be here. We saw the first 4 matches, all 3-0, so we're thinking to ourselves, man, it's gonna be a quick event. But then, of course, Cax versus Kishi and King Rasa versus Jaju, Kikuchi J, a little bit closer here. Cax and Jaju, of course, moving on to see each other in winners finals, which should be coming up very soon. Over on the loser side, of course, King Rasa versus Zavid and Kishi versus Subasa Knight. Kishi taking over Subasa, and we'll see either King Rasa or Zavid. So, as soon as that last losers match is over, I think everything else is going to be on stream, which is very exciting.
Yeah, especially because this is the first time we're getting this double elimination going on for these matches. So we're not used to having a winners finals, right? We're not used to having a losers finals, but that's what's going on. And I mean, people, if you qualified for the monthly finals this month, you couldn't have picked a better time to have given it your all, because now you have all the chances in the world. But I want to know, who do you guys think is going to be winning this winners finals? Is it going to be Cax, or is it going to be Jaju Kikuchi J?
And might I remind you, this chat is 0-2 on predictions. Don't get me wrong. Listen, I've been wrong once or twice before too, but I mean, anything can happen. I think that's the exciting part of making predictions. Being right, being wrong. It's always fun either way. So,
well, it's going to be 54% for Jaju Kikuchi J here this time. So taking it over Cax, possibly. I mean, I guess we're getting ready to find out. This is our match that's happening up next. We are getting our winners finals happening immediately.
Mm-hmm. Either the chat does not believe the Cax is back, or they just really want to see an upset, which is fine. Either way, I think no matter what happens, it's going to be a very exciting match for this winners finals, which is coming up right now. God damn, that was quick. You guys are quick.
They're on it. The tournament admins are on it. They're ready to go at all times.
All right. Wow, This is exciting. Both players, Cax was kind of close game 5 in his last match, and Jaju took it 3-1 over his opponent. So technically, Jaju has lost less games than Cax has. But what happens when they face each other?
Yeah, I mean, if anything, the last match versus King Rasta has definitely shown that Jaju Kikuchi J is in rare form today. This wouldn't be the first time that these two have been in a situation like this, fighting each other for the top spot. But normally Cax comes out on top. Normally Cax is the victor. But this time, Jaju Kikuchi J is looking to make something happen. Okay. Yeah, able to get away from the Liz Laser, and I think the excellent navigation of the Liz Laser and the stop sign on Igus is really carrying him far. He's going to be able to get the knockdown, plus having the Oki right now.
Whoa, okay. Surprising to not see him get Igus out of there immediately. No, he doesn't even care. Bro, that's the thing about Cax, man. He knows I would rather get this active switch and then, get that raw tag. I want to keep my pressure on as long as possible. Even if I lose the character, he doesn't care. That's the end of Yuzu.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like it. And that incredible start for Jaju Kikuchi J is no longer there. It's completely gone. Oh, going for the safe reversal action right there, thanks to the Elizabeth.
Oh, gets caught by the second one, and no, falls out of the combo here. What's going on, Jaju? Dropping stuff he wouldn't normally drop.
Maybe he was looking for the burst. I'm not sure. I'd have to take a look at that one more time. But oh, it's got both characters.
Oh, Igus falling out. Very lucky. Igus, of course, still kind of bleeding in the back there. Oh, okay. Call out on the Garu dying, but no KO on the Liz. Got another active switch. Another drop.
Yeah, I think that one right there, Jaju Kikuchi J wasn't ready for the confirm. And so that's why just immediately it already gone for that. And that's going to be a big downfall as Cax taking that hilt it down to lower life. Somehow staying alive again, however.
Yeah, realize Halo has not Resonance Blades yet.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was about to mention, and that might come back to haunt if. Okay, there it is.
Oh, full screen super will punish the Cax. Bro, Cax has so many specials, bro. He's got the JCs, he's got the full screen Iga super. This guy's crazy.
Yeah, I think that was a really good call on the full screen Iga super, because if you block Gatling Gun as a character with a full screen attack, you're probably gonna, use that full screen attack to gain your advantage back. So I think Cax was thinking that exact thing, was like, okay, you're more than likely gonna press that 5B right there. And so if that's the case, I'm going to finish you off because of it, and did exactly that, taking the first game.
Yeah, you always got to think about, even if my opponent does something that's not plus on block, does he have Meteor here to punish me if I go for, try to regain neutral or even an advantage state? So Cax very smart as usual. I mean, up 1 game now, needs 2 more to see himself in grand finals here.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a long road ahead in these sets, and there is the loser's bracket, whether or not one person goes down, so... Oh no, big reversal action is not going to be able to make anything happen, and Cax is going to punish that, but it's the mix-up afterwards.
Man, I still have nightmares about Igus 5B in Persona. If you got counter hit by that, dude, you might as well just turn off the PS3 or whatever you're playing on back in the day, dude.
Oh, I tried to go for the reset right there, but was looking for the high. Both cross combos activated. Unfortunately for Jaju Kikudaje, his cross combo is down, and he's also about to take a grip of damage on this Yuzu.
Yep, doesn't have meter double super. Is this gonna be enough?
I don't think so, but
Just
that was
barely.
so close.
No, what happened? Oh, just throws out a super, doesn't get punished. Okay, maybe, I don't know what he was expecting. Maybe he wasn't sure if he could punish.
Was looking for the DHC because Jaju had 2 bars, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. Very smart.
Oh, mix-up potential. Great tech right there, but unfortunately that puts Yuzu in the blender. Oh,
does it tap her?
Gonna get this character out immediately. Gets a full screen conversion. Yeah, that burst is required for Liz to stay alive at this point.
Man, blows through almost all of his organ meter in less than a few seconds here.
Got the backdash. That's gonna be a dead Igus. This is looking a lot better for Jaju, but I mean, you still can't count it out because with Resonance and with Yuzuria's low health, this could easily turn around. What?
Yeah, it's not gonna happen though. As long as he drop it, he drops it. No!
Oh
my gosh.
Goodness.
What's the
It's real
here?
close. Right now, do you see?
Full screen. Down out, Toast gets caught low.
Is that dead?
Try to jump.
Yeah, that's gone. That's dead and gone. He's in Awaken. He's got 5 bars. Doesn't even need any of it.
Is back with the Cax factor, okay? Okay? You guys thought I was crazy when I mentioned the Cax factor 3 months ago. And you guys thought I was crazy. But people just fumble. When they're playing against Cax, you got the game-winning combo and you drop it. And then he runs it back with solo Liz. Jeez. What a game, man.
That is definitely not a character that you on average say, oh yeah, Liz is gonna make the comeback. That's it's not on average that you say that, but Cax, with Cax, you might start saying it a little bit more.
Yes, indeed. All right, well, let's hope that Jaju isn't out of this mentally after that kind of hard loss there. It was really his game to lose, and he lost it. So has to win 3 games in a row here. Take it over Cax, and Cax ready off to a good start.
All right, well, that good start is about to wane if he's unable to get away from the pressure, but he immediately does and gets the hit on Yuzu.
Instant overhead. Straight into super. Has made it to DHC, but I don't think it's gonna do enough damage. He's not gonna pop it because he's not gonna do enough damage to lose KO.
That was really good of Jaju to understand that.
Oh my god!
Oh no! I didn't even get to finish.
It all falls apart, man. Anti-air drops a combo though, but I mean, at this point, Cax can just relax. He's still being very aggressive, but
Well, it's got far.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it doesn't come back to bite him. Does not want a raw tag. Wants to keep Liz in there.
Mind charge coming out.
There it is.
It's going to be Igus coming back in. Going to get a lot of that life bar back.
And Cax is taking a lot of damage, being very aggressive here. I mean, he's still in a good position, but I mean, BB tag, you never know what can happen. Oh my god.
Especially with the way Jaju Kikuchi is tagging these assists. I mean, it could easily turn the tide, even though without the life lead, but there was a great jump over right there. It's going to be able to get the hit, full conversion. This should do it.
Wow.
Right here, right now.
I love that super jump. Super Cax will take it 3-0 over Jaju Kikuchi. Wow. Not really what I expected here in Winners Finals, but it's what I saw.
We both had a lot of faith in Cax coming into this one. You know, you had made the prediction, right, that the Cax's backs. After watching those matches, I was completely in favor of that idea as well, especially during this Winners Finals as we check out these highlights. I mean, it was... there were times where I was like, wow, Jaju's kind of making it work. And then a drop... and the Cax factor.
Yeah, man, the game number 2 was really hard to watch in the end there. I mean, it was all he had the combo, the game-winning combo, and he just dropped it.
Oh, right there. That was a beautiful super. We had talked about that a little bit earlier. A lot of the time, you're going to want to try and get your turn back as Hilda from full screen, and Cax recognized that and just went for the hit. There was a big like drop here.
It's so hard to watch again.
How he lost.
I can't believe it. I'm so... it's hard.
I gotta say, good on production for catching that one particular drop, because that was the game-turning drop.
Yeah,
if he hadn't dropped that combo, that would have been death. Like that would have been a different game, right? It wouldn't have been 3-0. Maybe it would have been 3-1, or that might have been the morale boost that Jaju Kikuchi needed.
Yeah,
but
sorry, I was gonna say, I think having a loss like that really kind of tolls on you mentally. You know, you could see, and then right after in game number 3, he just wasn't looking the same. It was really difficult. It's really difficult to come back from that kind of thing mentally.
Yeah. But can't stress this enough. We are in our first double elimination bracket for BB Tag here. So maybe Jaju Kikuchi has that run back potential, or maybe King Rasta has that run back potential on Jaju Kikuchi. Or maybe even Kishi, right? Like there's a lot of stuff being on the table right now. A lot of things to be juggled.
Yeah, we could see the run back from Winners Semis. We could see the run back from Winners Finals. We could see the run back from September Finals. So anything could happen here. But either way, it's Cax sitting in Grand Finals, so he's going home at least in second place. You know.
Yeah, we talked about a little bit what these guys are playing for. You know, first place getting that full $100 right there, and then, you know, $100 for each placing down, taken off, right? So at the very least, if you get fourth, you're walking away with $100, right? Yep. It's pretty good.
You can't complain about some money from playing the game that you love playing. You know, back in my day, I used to play BlazBlue, Calamity Trigger 12 hours a day for I would pay them to play, mate.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you would hit those quarters at your local arcade, you know.
But yeah, so I think we're gonna be moving into our losers semis match here, and this is it. We're back in what sort of single elim. You know, if you lose here, you're out. It's over. It's no longer have that safety net. So.
Yeah, no more second chances right now. And I got to mention, you know, you have noted that the chat has been wrong about every match, I believe.
I wasn't going to say it.
They picked King Rasta. It was 57%. Had to double check. And, I mean, honestly, that's a safe bet, though. I feel like this is probably the safest bet the chat has made. But Kishi showing up big throughout these matches, honestly. Super strong so far.
All right, well, let's see what happens here. Loser semis.
Yeah, you know, the polls have been pretty close, too. It hasn't even just been like, oh, you know, it's been overwhelming majority on all of these. It's like people weren't entirely sure whether or not King Rasta is going to win this one. You know, it was only 57%.
Okay, well. King Rasta is doing what do you expect, man? Trying to make that Yosuke the MVP again. Very aggressive, not letting Batista stay away too far.
Yeah, that 4P from Ruby is nowhere near as good as the Batista one for being able to snipe out Yosuke at the top of the screen. It's still very strong, mind you, but with Ruby on assist call as Batista versus Yosuke, he's got lesser power at stopping King Rasta's game plan.
Yep. Oh, I love that Pillbringer right into the Yosuke super. 10k damage, even more is coming out, 12k exactly.
12k, and it's going to be able to heal Yosuke up after this. I think it was a good decision because it puts Ruby in sort of a check situation. He anti-aired the instant overhead.
That was the call out, definitely the call out of the year, but she's so low on the instant overhead, she went through the invincibility and hit the ground. That's crazy.
That's insane. If there is a reason King Rasta was last month's champion, I feel like you guys have seen it at this point.
Trying to navigate through the energy balls there. Oh, gets caught by a laser immediately. Wow.
Yeah, and Kishi was playing a similar game plan as to versus Cax right there, was just trying to find the perfect moment to activate Resonance. The time to not get mixed up so that they can get all that health back, get a bunch of extra bar, and wanted to catch the moonsault,
yeah,
but
I respect that. I'm surprised, dude. I really thought that he had the call out there. Pillbringer's gonna cross up, and
it should be death.
2 bars. It's definitely death.
Gyre Vortex gonna finish it off right there, and King Rasta. It started out really strong for King Rasta, but it started to wane, get a little less strong throughout the match, a little less control as Kishi was able to start figuring a little bit more out, stopping that Yosuke from being able to move around, especially when Hyde came in. But regardless of that fact, there were so many switches from King Rasta. He was constantly getting health back, right? His characters were healthy no matter what. He could have gotten hit 6 or 7 more times. And if they weren't a character killing hit, he would have just got that health back immediately.
All right, well, King Rasta looking strong. For the most part, strong throughout the first match. Let's see if we can keep it up for 2 more matches here in order to see the run back against Jaju in losers finals.
Oh, got the hit on Batista at the top of the screen.
Yeah, not a real combo, but we take those, bro. We always take those.
Absolutely.
That was the same cross-up, dude.
Oh my god, Moonsault is so strong. Yep. What a great move.
Catches Ruby, is able to pick it up as well, but drops it. No, and all that cross combo meter and your Batista are both gone here. King Rasta would have to make some pretty big mistakes here to lose to Resonance level 2 Ruby. Well, not completely impossible, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a character I always have faith in getting a win, it's Ruby. I think this character is incredible by herself. She's
if she was Resonance level 4, I would say, yeah, you know what? This is very scary still. But at Resonance level 2, you got a lot less to worry about. I mean, you got to get out of the corner for sure.
The life lead that King Rasta has, right?
Mm-hmm.
So not a lot of life left for Kishi. He's going to have to figure out the best time to Resonance activate. Couldn't do that, and is unfortunately going to die with all those resources. 2-0 for King Rasta now.
Yeah, there was just no best time to activate. You don't want to put yourself in that 50-50, and yeah, I respect that, but I don't know. It's hard. It's a very difficult situation. It's like you could pop it, and maybe you get the hit after the 50-50, or maybe you recover a lot of recoverable HP, but you didn't want to take the risk. And now we see 2-0 right now for King Rasta. Kishi needs a lot. He needs a lot, but Kishi almost had the run back against Cax in the winner's side, so maybe he can do it again.
Yeah, no, that's an excellent point. The fact that Kishi went down 2-0 in the first 2 games versus Cax and then brought it back 2-0 is very important to note, because maybe Kishi's just one of those players who I just need a little bit of time. I just need to understand, and then I've got your number kind of deal.
I think he needs a little bit of pressure, dude. He likes having his back against the wall here, and that's when he really unlocks.
Well, not going to get the pressure that he wants, because King Rasta immediately taking advantage of the fact that he's willing to put himself in the corner pretty often.
That's kind of a free cross combo right there. Got stuck in blocks now for a while. No, wasting all his meter, doesn't really do much with that.
Yeah, unfortunately didn't get the setup or the block string or whatever mix-up he wanted, you know, throughout that, because King Rasta had navigated it very, very well. Not going to be able to navigate this, however. Yosuke's going to take damage, but he'll be fine.
DP catching both characters, you know, sometimes it's easy to... Oh, no! No, 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 no!
Oh, Hyde having one of the best moves in the entire game versus projectiles. We lovingly refer to it as EX neutral skip. He accidentally got throw instead of the super cancel.
I mean, you know, he got throw, but at the end of the day, that put him in such a good position here. Man, Kishi has a lot of ground to cover. We got a new lease on life, but still looking very, very bad.
Yeah, okay. Getting the laser. Ruby helping out at the same time, but there it is. EX neutral skip.
It's true, dude. Sometimes you gotta just be in there, all right? I don't want to... I feel like both Hyde and Yosuke have pretty similar things, you know?
That was so smart! Did extra moonsaults, didn't do the attack to make sure they got around the reversal action. The one thing that would have stopped that moonsault pressure right there would have been that Ruby reversal action, and was like, no, this is not gonna happen. I gotta make sure I get around this. Played beautifully, King Rasta.
Wow, that was very gross. You know, we gotta talk about Yosuke players. We gotta put a stop to them. These Yosuke players are getting out of hand, okay? That's ridiculous. King Rasta
time
taking
to stop.
Yeah. So wow, yeah, that was a very dominant set for King Rasta 3-0. Great anti-air on the Ruby. Oh my gosh, bro, that should have worked. That should have worked. I feel like.
You know, if they had known that they got the anti-air and like pressed buttons, it would have been a combo. Like they could have confirmed that into a combo. It's just like, how do you know for sure that you're gonna do it, right? Like it's scary.
I love how Pale Bringer brings you to the perfect height to get hit by Yosuke Super too. That's crazy.
The team is just very well structured all around. King Rasta definitely understands exactly what they're going for, and there it is, that happy birthday off of EX neutral skip. So the reason why we call this move EX neutral skip in the community is because it skips neutral for the reason that it is fully projectile invulnerable while he is traveling full screen, and then if he hits you, it ground bounces into a free combo. It's super strong. Really, really good move all around.
All you can say is don't get hit, man, and he got hit. So we will see the run back. What was it? Winners semis? Yeah, winners semis. It's going to be Jaju. Prediction is lost. I'm sorry. It's over.
I still got it for me. I still got it for me.
It's going to be Jaju versus King Rasta here in losers finals. The run back. So last time we saw these two, of course, Jaju took a 3-1 over King Rasta. But now his both players' backs against the wall here. The person who loses is out. You're done. You're out. And if you win, you get to play Cax. So either way, you lose. You know, either way, you're looking bad for you. Just being honest, dude.
It's not a bad thing to say because Cax has been super strong. Only King Rasta has taken him down, and that was only one time. Once. Singular.
Yep. The man has only been defeated one time, but I don't know. Maybe we'll see a huge upset today. Who's gonna win, guys? I think, did we do a poll earlier for the same match? I feel like we did, maybe.
Yeah, technically, because you know it came up, right? So, but I mean, you know, the chat has had time to see the talents, has had time to think about their choices. And are they going to be just a little bit different here? As okay, King Rasta 74%, all the way.
You guys are a little... I don't understand the chat, dude. I mean, we've literally seen this match not too long ago, and that's not what happened. But okay, that's fine. I respect it. You guys gotta...
They're doubling down.
Doubling down, yeah. All right. These guys are crazy.
So this match is technically the two possible run backs, right? King Rasta obviously wants the run back versus Jaju Kukuja, but the run back for both of these players versus Cax is on the table now. Who is going to get their chance to fight this guy again?
I mean, I don't know if that's really something you want, but whatever. To each his own. Again, you know, if the winner gets to see Cax in grand finals, congrats. What a great prize.
Hey man, yo, I want that $400. That's all I'm saying.
That's true, yeah. All right, losers finals here. The run back, as previously mentioned, let's see if something happens different.
Ooh, okay, fake to the teleport cross up right there, using the Yuzu slashes, so King Rasta just wasn't ready. But a mix-up potential of his own right here. How's it gonna go? Okay, I like the decision from King Rasta. Opted to hit Hilda and ignore Yuzuria despite her being the point character, because hey, why not get all that damage on the assist and make it so that you're uncomfortable now?
Man, I think it's ridiculous that a low moonsault is just a combo starter. It's crazy, bro.
Oh, there it is!
Oh, man. And calling out the burst as well. King Rasta looking very strong in this game number 1. Ballistic combo, gets a corner combo. It doesn't have enough meter to KO. But yeah, it's going to be over now for Yuzu.
Absolutely. And Hilda by herself is coming in. Gonna have to deal with both characters. You're talking about low resonance levels. This one is level 3, so it's a little bit higher, but gotta make something happen.
Big grab. Oh, gets caught by Yosuke. Oh, that's the worst way to go out, dude. Getting caught by Yosuke DP. Gross. Gross.
Yeah, you know, it's for all of Jaju Kikuji's team strengths versus King Rasta's, you know, with the Hilda 4P and the ability to stop Yosuke, I feel like Hyde in particular is actually the opposite of that. Hyde in particular does very well versus both of these characters, in my opinion, due to that EX neutral skip and due to the high projectile durability he has on regular projectiles. Even if he's not completely negating your projectiles with the EX, his projectiles itself have a lot of durability, and they kind of stop almost anything that the game has to offer, right? Like,
all right, well, let's see if that comes into play here. Game number 2, King Rasta up 1 game, and I don't remember if he won or lost the first game from the first set, but either way, being up 1 game is the best feeling in the world, dude.
Yeah, it's definitely got to be a big morale boost, right? Like you didn't lose again from that same situation. You know, you changed things up. The X neutral skip's gonna hit, but because the projectile connected on the ground bounce, he does not get a combo. He will get a combo off this, however.
Oh, puts himself back into the corner. Very brave.
Oh, no.
Oh, gets the burst out. He didn't have meter to super immediately, but able to punish that burst either way. Keeping Yuzu alive, but taking some damage on Hilda.
Yeah, I mean, while it is the best case scenario for Jaju Kikuji, it is also kind of the best case scenario for King Rasta, since he didn't have that bar to be able to kill Yuzo off, right? So he had to at least get as much damage on Hilda as he could. However, Hilda finding her way out, and now she's starting her own party.
Yosuke all of a sudden looking kind of hurt there. Bringing the hideout immediately. Raw tagging him. Oh, gets caught by the Yuzu, mixed up, and not much damage. Only 4K. It could have been a lot worse. EX neutral skip, as you like to say. Boom, he's in there.
One day I'm gonna know the actual name of that move, and then I'm still not gonna use it.
I totally understand, bro. Oh, I think that was both characters there. A lot going on the screen right now. I'm trying my best here.
Yeah, it's a cluster right now of things going on.
He's got, bro. They're scrapping. They are scrapping. Oh my gosh.
Tried to go for the Yosuke special, the double DP, no dice, however. And so 1-1 now. Jaju Kikuji coming back, and I think that scramble, all that stuff going on the screen, all those assist calls, having 4 characters on, it was a tornado tag match. That seemed to favor Jaju Kikuji more than it did King Rasta there.
Yeah, very that last 10 seconds, very nerve-wracking. Anything could happen. So a lot of characters, a lot of assists getting tagged, a lot of characters getting tagged, some drop combos, but Jaju comes out on top, and now we see ourselves in game 3, 1-1.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting too, because during the moment of the scramble, both players, excuse me, didn't have a lot of health on their assists, and yet they were still calling them because they were like, well, I mean, one of us is gonna die today. Okay, getting the hit on Yuzu right here.
Man, Yuzu already at half HP in the blink of an eye. Burst is coming, you know. No way to bait that burst either, because your assist is already out attacking.
Yeah, King Rasta actually tried to use the anti-air to get around it, but it didn't actually end up beating it. Maybe he used it too early. Whatever the case, that's going to give Hilda this opportunity right here. –
No, he's just
Overhead
again.
gets blocked.
It's scary when Hyde has that meteor full screen, like you mentioned very often. All of a sudden, he could be in your face, on top of your head.
Yeah, and I mean, so can Yosuke as well with the moonsaults. He's also the fastest character in the game by run speed times. He can run faster than any other character, so he can immediately get full screen and stop you from doing whatever you're doing. But the problem is he's got to get that chance. Jajukukuja has been bursting out about just out of everything, but there's a big hit.
Empty moonsault into an instant low, and yeah, that's the end of Hilda. Going immediately to super, doesn't want the burst to come out. 7K, and I got solo Yuzu, res level 3, not too bad. Oh, gets hit immediately though, anti-aired. Gonna get pushed out of the corner though, so that's best case scenario.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest things right here that King Rasta has done is he has negated burst almost every single possible time that he's allowed by instantly supering if he gets the chance.
Yep. Oh,
so
man.
smart!
Calls him out. The teleport's fake, man. On block, don't ever respect it. If you think they're gonna teleport, just mash DP or mash super, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, if there's no assist or your super is invincible on hit because it goes into a cinematic or something like that, you basically just have that chance to be able to do that with impunity, right? Like it's how is Yuzu going to stop you if she teleports? She's not going to because she's committed to that option. So keep that in mind.
Once when Yuzu first came out, people were teleporting all over the place, dude. I found out like day one, that's not real. Come on, bro. You can't just teleport odd block without assist like that. Game number 3. Or game number 4, I'm sorry. Yeah, game number 4 here. Let's see, I think King Rasta 1 game away from moving on to CCAX in Grand Finals.
I mean, yeah, especially with that combo drop at round start, that's super good for King Rasta. Jajukukuja is just going to have maybe a bit of trouble catching this Yosuke if he doesn't do it now, and he does!
Oh no, the burst going behind Yuzu, setting him up for an easy punish here. Going for the hard Yuzu stuff, I like it.
Yeah, it's going for the Oki, right? It's like trying to set up the situation, and yeah, okay, that was unblockable. I don't care what anybody says.
Alright, very moonsault behind you. Nothing personal, kid.
Nothing personnel, kid. Okay, yeah, it's looking really difficult for Jajukukuja to be able to push King Rasta away, right? Like it's so smart right there, and then the moonsault.
Yeah, able to catch a assist with catch a burst with an assist call, and King Rasta looking very solid here. Gets caught again. Is the burst gonna come out? Do you even want a burst here? No, 4.9. That's okay.
This game needs a block button. This game needs a block button to stop Yosuke.
No. Yosuke he's doing the thing, man. He's doing the Yosuke thing.
Oh, that was an incredible confirm right there from Jajukukuja. Unfortunately for him, however, the burst did come out. Hilda is on life support. He's got to make it happen right now. Gets a hit. No bar to work with, though.
Oh, gets caught and taking forward. What's there? All right, keeping Hyde alive. That's good.
I guess was trying to get out of the mix-up. I don't know. Oh, Veilbringer?
Oh, no! He went for the anti-air to call it the burst.
Big drop on the burst!
All right, able to take out the Yosuke anyway. We got solo Hyde here. Tries to skip neutral. Popping the resistance blade. Level 4 here. What's the mix-up? Can he block? No, not for long. And we will see a game number 5 between King Rasta and Jajukukuja.
Oh, my heart was pounding. My blood just moving too quick right now. I didn't know what was going to happen right there. The scramble was so intense. And despite the life lead that King Rasta had, Jajukukuja somehow made the scramble work again. That is the second time that he made that game plan start and was like, okay, you've been lured into my trap. I am so much better at the scramble than you are. So regardless of my health values, I'm going to make this work.
Absolutely, yeah. Man, that was great. I feel like the last 10 seconds of every match for these two, it's just scrapping, scramble, spaghetti everywhere, bro. They're going ham. They're just pressing buttons. And someone comes out on top. Game number 5. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, so, I mean, already a pretty aggressive start for King Rasta, but no real solid hits, so I guess it's not too big. It's right here that it gets scary. I like the burst on block. I think it's an incredibly underrated decision-making tool. And now he's going to get a happy birthday.
This is what Jadru needs. Was that a drop or was that the end of the combo?
That's the end of the combo. Unfortunately, okay. Hilda doesn't get it too much in that sort of situation without an assist. He may have been able to go for a very slightly different route, but other than that, it didn't get too much better, to be honest.
It's the classic double Yosuke DP.
It's a classic.
They're all the same, man. I'm telling you, bro. One DP comes out, you know another one is coming.
Ooh, big meaty claws right there. Big damage here on Yuzu. She could actually die with the cross combo, but we get burst back in time.
Nope, goes straight in the super. There was a pixel left. A pixel left of burst meter coming back.
I think she survives.
Enough though, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, super smart reversal action right there. On reaction to the super flash, he's going to be able to get the cross up in the corner as well. This is looking great for King Rasta. It's completely turned around.
That's game knowledge, because not every reversal action will beat her super like that. You know, depending on how stats and what the hitbox looks like. Can definitely miss, but I don't think it matters here. Pogo stick, is this going to be enough? Yes, with the assist. And we do it. King Rasta will take a 3-2 over Jaju, Kakuja J to see Cax in grand finals.
Ooh, this is the repeat right here from, I think it's been the past 2 monthly finals. This has been the grand finals. It's been King Rasta versus Cax, if I remember correctly. Last month it was a little bit different than, you know, everybody's used to. It's still the talk of the town. The fact that King Rasta was able to take down Cax was a huge deal. So, I mean, hey, Cax gets the chance at a run back versus King Rasta to maybe reclaim the throne.
You could write a book about these two, man. The amount they've played in grand finals in all these brackets. It's been months at this point. It's been like almost, you know, like I'm sure they've been playing like half a year at this point. You know, we haven't streamed every online series, but geez, so many bouts between these two. And man, a great fight from Jaju Kakuja J, but he's going to go home in 3rd place.
Yeah, walking away with a good amount of money too. You know, I mean, it's still 3rd place, so it is still that I believe it is $200, right? So I think at the very least you got to be happy about that. But I cannot stress enough how strongly King Rasta looked in the I know what to do versus this character department, because using that EX, using that super on the Yuzu teleport like you were talking about, the decision making was phenomenal. But you gotta look at these scrambles. I don't know how he made this work every time. Every scramble was just in Jaju Kakuja J's favor.
Yeah, these guys are crazy, bro. When this kind of stuff starts happening, dude, I just take my hands off the controller and let Kasha fly to the win. That's it, bro. Whatever happens, happens here. Call it assist. Means I get lucky.
And there's that character knowledge, right? That DP was able to actually make it over the Yuzu Super. Yuzu Super has some more invincibility than most characters on that Super, right? So it's very scary to try to challenge it sometimes. But you know, recognizing King Rasta, and that's going to be part of the trail of bodies that we see here in this bracket. King Rasta versus Cax 444 in the grand finals.
And of course, Cax on the winner's side, King Rasta on the loser's side. The first time I'm ever able to say that in these monthly finals. Actually, we got sides now. It's crazy. Yeah, so of course, King Rasta is going to have to win 2 sets. Going to have to beat Cax twice. Yeah, 2 times. Sorry. Yeah, 2 times more than what he did last month, I should say. Yeah. It's going to be difficult, but not impossible.
Yeah, it's this last time only had to win 1 set, right? Only had to win the 3 out of 5 and was good to go. But this time has to win 6 total games. It's definitely uphill. It's looking like Mount Everest out there, especially with the way Cax has been playing. This is the Cax that has won several events, I feel like, in terms of play. This is the Cax that looks unstoppable, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, so it's true, but I think this is, now that we're in a double in bracket, we got to think about this. That this happened very often in live events. When you're in the winner's side, and you're waiting for all these losers bracket matches to happen, you're getting a little bit cold. The Cax hasn't played in a while. Meanwhile, King Rasta has he's played a lot of matches. He's looking very warm now, looking very strong. So I don't know, man. I think it's gonna go either way. Go either way for sure.
Yeah, well, guys, if you want to take part in this incredible action that you've been seeing, you know, all this crazy BB tag action has enticed you to want to play in one of these tournaments, you too can play in these open series. There are weekly qualifiers leading up to the monthly finals, and you guys can go to compete.playstation.com to be able to do so. Or, you know, you can do it within the game itself. And BB tag, you know, there's a little tournament section. You can check that out weekly and be able to enter just as much as these players here.
Absolutely, guys. And listen, man, while you're doing that, while you're looking up all that information, we're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with grand finals here at the PS4 Tournament's Open Series BB Tag EU October Finals. Peace out.
So many world-famous players, they started online. We are good to go for our first match of the stream.
We're here for FIFA 20 action. Who will be the overall grand final victor? The next PlayStation FIFA superstar.
I think the level of play that we're currently looking at, and it's fantastic. No one leaves today empty-handed.
PlayStation
And we are here for the grand finals of the EU side BB Tag PS4 Tournaments Open Series monthly finals. This is for all of it, and we are in a double elimination bracket, so this is a little bit different than the past times you guys watched these months. This time, it's gonna be 2 possible sets, not just 3 out of 5. We may go the distance, so get your drinks ready, get your snacks ready, and get comfy.
You know what, Abonic, honestly, dude, I'm looking at this grand finals match, and these 2 players seem really familiar. I feel like I've seen them play not too long ago. Maybe, I don't know, what was the last time these two played in the tournament? Maybe in another finals or something? I don't know.
Last month, and we can even see their scores versus each other right here on screen. So while Cax has less wins in total, it's because he's gone to losers bracket less times in total. And, you know, that, well, I mean, excuse me, there's no losers brackets in the previous months, but he's only lost 3 times. That's it. On the other side, King Rasta losing 6, so that means, you know, having to make the comeback multiple times, getting more wins on the board.
Yeah, this is, I don't know, man. I think there's a lot could be said about these 2 players here. They have truly a storied history, but I kind of want to know, I don't know, what do you think now that we've seen a lot from both players? What do you think the chat is thinking? Like, what does I'd love to see what do you guys think, Cax or King Rasta? And listen, you guys, I think they're 2-2 for today, but we've seen a lot of Cax, we've seen a lot of King Rasta. You guys can make informed decisions now. They say Cax taking it at 58%. Interesting.
Okay. Yeah. So Cax, I mean, may have gone down last month, right? But any other time was looking incredibly strong. And if we are just talking about this one tournament alone, Cax probably looks like the strongest competitor here. The level of play from Cax has been phenomenal. Just looking so good versus pretty much everybody else. I believe it was only Kishi who took Cax to last game, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yep.
And that was a 2-0 comeback from Kishi, and then final game was just no dice. Cax totally taking it over. And we are already into it. We're going into grand finals this quick.
A speedy game. These players are ready, you know. That's crazy. Yeah, I think for the last 2 months, we've had at least like 1 or 2 players just not here, or maybe getting groceries or whatever they're doing. But these players are ready, man. They want that money. Grand finals, Cax 4-4-4 on the winner side versus King Rasta on the loser side. Let's see what happens here.
First place walking away with $400. You got to remember that. This is nobody's walking away empty-handed, and everybody's walking away looking real good, but you want that extra. Garudine gonna be able to hit Yosuke. Oh, command grab for him, trying to jump out. Incredible recognition there.
Yeah, dude, we've seen that a lot from Cax today, using that command grab in neutral, trying to call people out here, and works to get. It's gonna be big damage on Yosuke. He's gonna survive here, but I mean, this is not where you want to be to start off, you know, the first, 20, 15 seconds of the first match.
Yeah, definitely not. One of your other characters is basically dead at this point, right? Any assist call that goes awry could definitely be a death. You gotta make something happen here, and I mean, King Ross is somehow doing it, right? Hyde is able to get a ton of damage on this Aegis. Gonna be able to do it again? No, super out.
No, he got too greedy. He's very aggressive, but hey, maybe that greed is gonna work out his favor here as he takes out. And Aegis, Garudine just barely catching the tip of her toes. She have toes? Her stubs? I don't know what you want to call it.
Yeah, those are like hooves, right?
Yeah. All right, so we got Solo Liz, but hey, honestly, even today, we've seen Solo Liz do it before.
I know this is a little bit late, but I cannot stress enough that previous kill on Aegis, the perfect combo route to lock the burst out, immediately going into the EX from Hyde, which locks the burst out because it's a cinematic, and then going into super just in case. Like, King Rasta was so smart right there. And look, remember what the start of the match looked like?
I don't remember at all. He's erased my memories, to tell you the truth here, because he's looking like he's been in control this entire time, as far as I'm concerned, you know.
It's completely changed. A complete 180. Yosuke was almost dead, had a pixel of life left, gained it all back, and now the only one with a pixel is Elizabeth.
Listen, Liz, I love you, but I don't think with your pixel HP you're gonna be able to do that. Run that one back. King Rasta taking game number 1 over Cax. Cax down, but listen, again, we're double elim boys now. We got a lot more matches King Rasta needs to win to take this tournament over Cax.
Yeah, in a double elimination where you're coming from losers bracket, that one game is not as much of a morale boost or an advantage as you might think normally in a single elimination bracket, right? Normally you're looking like, okay, you know, I got the 1. That means he's got to play catch up the whole time, my opponent, right?
Yep.
And that's not exactly the case here. When you're coming from losers bracket, you're the one playing catch up up until you reset that bracket.
All right. Once again, though, King Russ is starting off nice here. This is looking better, much better than the game number 1 start he had. Yosuke is not almost dead, so.
In fact, it's Igus who's almost dead at this point, and not going to be able to get out unless it's the burst. It sucks that he got hit, but
yeah,
I mean, he saved Igus.
He barely saved Igus, just in the naked time there. But man, King Rasta being ruthless here with this combo route. Oh my goodness! Once again,
cash out.
He's gonna use all of it. Is he? No, he's gonna use the 12k damage again. Look at the HP differentials between both teams. Ebonic, what happened?
Yeah, you know, I think that's the power of cashing out your bar. If it, like, this puts you into a check situation, right? So now it's up to Cax to make so many more right decisions, whereas King Rasta could make just one correct decision and win. Cax has got to do this several times. This right here.
We've seen a couple drops coming out from Cax, though. I gotta wonder, is that him not having played in a while now? It's been a while since he played the match. And that's the end of, I guess we got solo Liz again, resistance level 3, but it doesn't matter what her resistance level is if she's dead right here.
King Rasta looking as strong as they did in the September finals as well. If it is the factor of the fact that Cax has not played in a couple of matches, you know, had been waiting for the losers bracket to progress, then that is where the set advantage is going to have to help him out. You know, you give up one set trying to warm back up, but as long as you take the second set, you still win.
Yep.
Even if it's from the second set, it's okay because it's still a W.
So Cax could be a ticking time bomb right now as his hands are getting warmer and warmer. He's getting more used to the game, and you know, maybe he just needed those first 2 matches to a little bit of download, get back in there, and let's see what happens. Could be, I mean, this set could still be over in you know, grand finals could be still be over in the first set. Who knows?
King Rasta is looking so hot right now. They got the police coming in the background for him.
I'm telling you, dude.
It's looking scary.
they heard the Cax was back, and.
So are you trying to tell me they're Cax fans?
I think someone's on his side for sure. As well, everybody but King Rasta, it seems, right? Doing his best to take out this Igus. He wants to keep the game solo Liz because I don't know. Doesn't seem like Liz can do it against the team. Yosuke is just too fast.
Yeah, it's definitely His Highness King Rasta right now, just showing the royal skill. Because the Monarchy is just running over this Igus. Elizabeth has taken a ton of damage. He dropped the combo, but it's still in Rasta's favor as he's looking to reset the bracket in... Has it been like 40 seconds since the 2-0? Like,
yeah, this is crazy, man. Like I said, solo Liz, I don't think she's fast enough or can output enough damage to really keep up with the Yosuke just moonsaulting all over the place, man. And boom. It's over. 3-0 King Rasta in the first set. We got another set of grand finals coming at you guys. That was so fast.
It takes longer for them to load in the game for us to talk about what had just happened than it does for the match itself to finish.
That was pretty unbelievable, dude. Like, I might as well be. Let's go back to single elim then. Jeez.
At this point, it feels like it. In terms of speed, like this is go. Oh my! What? Whoa. He plays other characters?
Whoa! Is this the first time we've seen Cax play? I don't even know what to say. What happened?
The EU players had one of their larger tournaments very recently that was not an open series event, right? And I don't even think I saw Cax play this team at that event, let alone an open series one. So I'm very surprised.
Bro. Maybe he's been sandbagging this entire time.
Bro, could you imagine?
3 months of sandbagging, yeah.
It's like, I'm fed up. It's time.
I mean, who really plays Liz and Igus? You know, that's impossible.
Well, Carmine coming out. I mean, we talk about the strength of his characters quite a bit in the BB Tag community, but if you can't get started, it looks like he's not doing anything.
Yeah. Honestly, it's looking like he just has bigger hurt boxes for Yosuke and Hyde to play with.
He's going to be able to block and punish this, and Carmine's damage output is huge, but the problem is he's going to get bursted immediately, yeah. And because he spent his own health on that punish, he was that much closer to death as well. This is not looking good as Susanoo is getting hit here as well.
Well, I don't know, maybe he has a Liz Igus main. I changed my mind. It's hard. It's really hard to say because we really haven't seen Carmine or Susanoo do anything. This has been King Rasa in training mode pretty much.
To me, this looks like desperation. This looks like they are at a loss. They just do not understand what to do, as they had gotten almost... Look, I gotta be honest, they got obliterated first set. It was 3-0 and it was quick.
Ooh! Ooh!
I don't think it was a rage quit. I don't think it was a rage quit. I think it was probably just an accident. You know,
or either no that way, or right upon it. I will grow.
This is the hardest fight Cax has ever had. I think even more so than last month, because at least last month it was close, right? Like, this does not look close.
Kid, listen, man. Cax's back is against the wall. Okay. This is looking pretty bad. Four games in a row he's lost here. Disconnected from the lobby. I'm sure it was just an accident, you know, but is this attack kind of slow? I see your opponent. Whoops, my PS4 shut down. Sorry guys, you know. I'll be back in
my
an hour.
Controller, it ran out of batteries. My bad. I gotta get a new one.
King Ross is itching to play those last matches, but he's gotta wait now. I don't know what's going on. Well, I'm sure we'll get an update in just a second, but jeez. That was crazy.
Yeah, so far, I cannot think of how King Rasta could play even better than this. Legitimately. I just can't think of a single way outside of never dropping a single combo.
I mean, he wants to start his own dynasty, you know? He won last month and he wants to get the 2-peat. And maybe, I don't know, maybe eventually he'll take over Cax's his 3-peat status.
I guess he's already started his own dynasty, right? Like he's the king. He's King Rasta. He's already
King
got
Rasta,
the
yep.
He's got the lineage. He's got the monarchy, right? Like he's got all the power.
Man, but yeah, this is just thing. Carmine's just what happened about it. What happened to that match? Because I don't think I even saw a combo come out from either one of those.
So I have to be real with you. I legitimately do think that it was a bit too late to pull out a Carmine Susanoo, because you haven't played that team at all during this open series, right? It has to be cold. Like you didn't like it. Maybe you practiced it beforehand, or maybe you played it in top 16, but I hadn't seen it at all during the stream. So due to that fact, I can only assume it just was not ready right now. Maybe in the next game, right? Maybe it'll be a little bit more warmed up or something like that. But that first game, I think there was no universe where that wasn't going to be a wash while it was getting warmed up, because they didn't warm it up prior. To my knowledge, they could have been training mode before the match even started. Because obviously Cax has to do something while he was waiting for his matches to start, right?
It's hard, you want to maybe catch your opponent by surprise, but when you're playing against someone like King Rasa, who's playing so hot, I mean, his combos are crispy, the mix-ups are crispy. You just gotta play well. You can't hit him with a gimmick like maybe what he was trying.
Definitely about to open up the deep fried restaurant with how crispy everything is looking at this point. It was just, I cannot overstate how strong King Rasta has been looking. It's been incredible. Specifically, I would like to note the ability for him to shut down Aegis's movement. I think a lot of the time, Aegis's movement is usually what happens where people get struggle versus Cax because they can't pin her down. But when you have Yosuke and Hyde, I feel like that's one of the teams that actually has that ability, right? Because Yosuke is already up in the air. Hyde is covering the ground with Palebringer or the projectile assist, right? I think it's just a good combination all around.
All right, well, we see the Cax is now actually back here with his real team, it seems. Let's see if maybe that break was enough for him to get his head in the right place to win some matches.
He's definitely going to have to hope so as he tries to go for the command grab, but it's just a bit too far away, forcing the burst. Oh, a counter DP for himself on that side, however.
Moonsaults. Classic Yosuke BMB here. Let's see what the mix up is afterward. Instant jump over. Good blocks from Cax. But for how long?
Yeah, it's going to be able to hit Elizabeth on that cross combo activation, which is great for King Rasta because that means it's going to take away all of that partner gauge. It's going to get hit here, however.
Both players. Oh, Garudine approaching Garudine to catch him. It baits out the anti-air, unable to punish the dime.
That's going to kill.
Dead Yosuke, yep. Put him in the coffin, boom. Solo Hyde, Resonance level 3.
A little bit better this time, but King Rasta has a lot of health to work with.
Oh my gosh. No burst available, but gets caught by the air unblockable reversal action. Goes straight up.
Okay, knockdown right here. What's the pressure? Because this could be the final mix-up that King Rasta can block. Okay, just gets. I love that he got Aegis out for that moment because of look at her health. He needs to get her out of here safely, but it's not gonna happen.
Catches her with the DP, and now we got a very close game against anti-air, but combo drop or combo ed.
Oh, Astral on deck. He's gonna get hit here though.
No. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to get a hit in time. It's gonna be end of his
No, he can't.
A pixel, a slab of health left for Liz here. He went for it. Oh, he went for it again.
He's got two more of them.
Oh my gosh. It hit her on the ground too. Counter hit on the ground as she was coming down with her oh my, I'm so sad, dude.
There's no more chances for Cax. It is 2-0, second set. You have to win 3 games straight. There's no choices here. And I have to think that the turning point of that last match was bringing Aegis back in for the mix-up when she had a pixel of health left. If he had gotten her out, left her alone, there is a good chance that she would have got a bunch of that health back and, you know, just kind of played the neutral out with Liz. It wouldn't have been terribly fun in comparison to, you know, just getting that mix-up, but it would have been the safer option, I think. And I can't help but think that that was the turning point.
Okay, he was looking a little bit better in that last match, though. It wasn't, you know, he was able to bring it to 2v1, wasn't able to close it out, but hopefully this is the start of the warm hands. Maybe. I don't know. Not looking good.
I mean, no matter what, no one's hands right now are warmer than King Rasta's. Been on the hot seat for way too long right now. Looking incredible. I guess on life support, Liz is going to come in to save her girl. Garudine's going to get bodied. Palebringer's going to hit. Not going to be able to get the confirm, but he still catches him.
5A. Resonance level 2. Solo Liz getting caught immediately.
That's death.
Is he dead? Yeah, he has 4 bars, dude. I think this is over, Abonic.
He's got cross combo. This should do it. King Rasta with the 2-peat right there. It's gonna look like. I cannot
believe this. Just can't. Oh yeah, he can't drop that. The DHC. King Rasta will take it. 6 games in a row over Cax. 4-4-4 to win the PS4 Tournament's Open Series BB Tag EU October Finals. Wow.
Oh my god. I could not pinpoint a way that King Rasta could play any better, and somehow he found it, right? Like, Cax stepped it up last game, to make it a little bit closer, made a big mistake, right? But still stepped it up, made King Rasta sweat a little bit, and then again found a way to go even further beyond their limits. Are you kidding me?
My mind is blown here. That is a man who wanted to win. He said, double a limb. I don't care. I'll beat you twice. I beat you last month. I'll do it. I'll double my wins this time around. That's crazy, dude. 6 games. I thought it was gonna be a close set. I wasn't sure who was gonna win, but I thought no matter what, it'd be close. That was not close at all, dude.
Yeah, incredible play from King Rasta. Cax trying to hold their own as much as possible, but I cannot overstate the way King Rasta played. They knew exactly how to stop Aigis from being able to do anything. They defended very well on top of that, right? It wasn't just the ability to stop Aigis from starting her mix-up, but when she had the opportunity, Aigis didn't really get a lot of hits despite that fact.
And I think every 2v1 situation was solo Liz, and I don't know, man. Both characters, I'm not sure which one I want to be left with by myself, but I just wasn't able to do it every single time, bro. I mean, I can't be overstated how amazing King Rasta played.
Absolutely. So that is going to be your October monthly finals, you know, the very spooky finals going on right there, because King Rasta was definitely looking the spookiest as possible. You guys can see the trail of bodies left behind. This was our first W elimination bracket for BB Tag, and I'm definitely hoping it won't be our last, because that was action-packed the whole way through.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I'm glad, you know, we saw a lot of 3-0. Look at this bracket, man. Look at the amount of 3-0s we have, including grand finals twice. Jeez, players were out for blood today.
King Rasta got knocked into losers bracket by Jaju Kakuja J and said never again.
Never again, dude. I'm
getting that $400. That's mine.
That's incredible. You know, he actually had closer matches with Jaju Kakuja than he did with Cax. But in any case, guys, don't forget, you know, if you don't play BB Tag, we have other tournaments here. The PS4 Tournaments Open Series. Got Mortal Kombat 11, of course, coming up on October 30th, which is tomorrow, I believe.
Spooky.
My mind, yes, very, very spooky, very spooky. And of course, Soul Cal 6 coming up in November. No, October monthly finals in November.
Yeah, unfortunately, it had to be pushed back due to a couple of reasons. So it's all good. It's really unfortunate. There were scheduling conflicts and whatnot, but it'd be like that sometimes, you know.
Listen,
and yeah, it just has to happen.
That was great. That was an incredible EU October finals. Couldn't ask for anything better. We see King Rasta starting his own dynasty. We got the 2-peat, and I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see him again next month, honestly, Ebonic.
Yeah, well, I definitely think that's going to happen, but unfortunately, that is going to be the end of our EU finals for today. However, up next is going to be the North American finals, which is going to be happening at, I believe it's 2 p.m. on the West Coast, or 2 p.m. PST should be the North American finals. So why don't you guys go ahead and get some lunch, because we definitely need to as well, and come on back right around that time. Do your own time zone conversions, and we will see you then for even more BB Tag action.
See you guys.
ステーション